Tick-tock, time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world, especially to Malik. Hey, Malik, why you keep snitching on all your boys, man? Don't get locked up, man. Don't get locked up. You are toast, dude. Because you're this hothead who you be arguing with someone and be like, well, you were doing this and this and that. You do that in prison. It doesn't matter if everyone else in the entire prison hates that dude. Everyone else in the block could hate that dude. They even hear you just blurt stuff out. Your best case scenario, you spend the rest of your sentence on protective custody, man. Snitches, man. Snitches. Hey, how's everyone doing, man? How you doing, Thaddeus?
I am doing great. Very excited to talk about Malik, quite possibly the worst rapper in human history.
Whoa.
Although his singing is worse than his rapping, I will say.
You know what? I only heard a couple of seconds, but it reminded me of Zohran Mamdani. He had like a failed rap career too. Like it was like the worst ever. They should have a rap battle, and it would be like the worst, dumbest rap battle of all time. That would be cool. Hey Malik, maybe try running for mayor, dude. Maybe try running for mayor. Yeah, guys, Malik apparently thinks that I actually watch his TikTok lives or something like that. I've never watched a TikTok live at all. If to my recollection, I've never watched, let alone his. I only see any clips people point out to me or send me, and then whatever we watch when we're going live on like Giant DOC's channel, and they pulled up some clips and stuff like that. So that's what I actually see. And it is not pretty. We are dealing with an absolute gold mine here. This guy may help us destroy Dawa more than anyone else in all of history. And he's like 5 levels down. You know what I mean? It's normally like when the popular ones get exposed for something or do something stupid or say something stupid or get embarrassed or something like that. This guy's like someone I never even heard of, and he just comes out of nowhere. Hey, I will destroy all the Dawa guys, show that they're a bunch of immoral degenerates who are, smashing hoes and all this stuff. Their words. Now, for anyone who's new here, that's not, why are you talking like that, David? With his words. They brag about smashing hoes, running trains on girls. They, you know what? Let me just go ahead and find the clip. You want to start off just with the clip, just for anyone, in case anyone's new here?
Sure. While you're looking that up, I want to start by apologizing to Ali Dawa specifically. For years, I've been saying he is the stupidest person in Dawa, but I stand corrected. Malik is incapable of understanding basic English sentences, let alone strategic planning. And apparently he's the savior of Dawa in his mind. He, after, countless people have tried to take down David Wood, he is finally going to be the one to do it.
Yeah, and everyone, as you know, he doxed my wife, and then they swarmed her with calls, and they somehow, to their credit, they somehow have some tech expert somewhere, but they were able to somehow bypass the fact that her phone was turned off. It just started ringing like crazy, and she's getting messages and so on. So they flooded her with phone calls and messages and stuff the other night, and thinking, oh no, David's gonna be scared. Whereas my wife's like, destroy these guys, destroy them, finish them. She's like, what? These guys just go after women because they can't go after men because they're cowards. Destroy them. And so, these are fun times here. But yeah, so Thaddeus, I just don't have, I don't want to say I don't have the patience. I just don't have the attention span to watch. If it's something that is even like over half an hour, I have to really be interested in it, or I have to watch it in like little 10-minute increments or 5-minute increments and stuff like. So it has to be something I absolutely have to watch, or I just, it will take me, it will take me forever to get through it and so on. But Jai somehow watches the stuff, and so he gets, he goes through it and finds the important clips and stuff like that. And Thaddeus is awesome at that too. So he went through and found a bunch of sections of this and prepared a bunch of clips for us on various topics. Now, Thaddeus, these clips are from which stream?
Uh,
It's not the one
yeah.
last night. We're going to be covering that tomorrow, but we needed to catch up on.
Okay. Yep. So we got the clips from the Friday night live stream where he went live to destroy David, had a special guest, a what they claimed was the girl that David had relations with when he was 18.
He found her.
We'll get to look at that.
I've been saying, I seriously doubt if I spent years of my life working with police to try and locate her for something, because everyone's saying, no, you have to go get locked up. Like, how would this happen? Somehow Malik heard, Malik declared war on me, and boom, just found her instantly. So these are good.
Mhm.
I only heard we went live on Giant DOC's channel. Gosh, that was yesterday. It seems like 3 days ago, because I've been because it's just I was traveling, but it was like rushing. I was like made a video, then went live, then had to head to the airport and all this stuff. So anyway, I was really busy, and it seems like, and then I jumped up today and had to prepare a special video that I said I'd be preparing and stuff. And so anyway, busy. That seems like multiple days ago. But we only watched a little bit. They were like, Jai was able to reverse the sound. What's it called? What's it called when you change voice changer?
Well, they called it a voice changer, but I mean, it was not very sophisticated. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. And Jai reversed it, and all of a sudden she sounded like she has an Eastern European accent.
Yep.
Sounded like, and by the, and what, it was one of their, was it Central Dawa's sister that everyone, when they were hearing.
That's one guess. Yeah.
Okay.
So people in the chat were saying that it was Cora, which is a Muslima TikToker. I don't know anything about her other than that people were saying that. But then Jai suggested that it might be Central's sister, because Central Dawa is from Bosnia and the accent fits with Bosnia. It could be someone. I do think Central recruited her, whether it's his literal sister or just some other woman that he trusts. I think he recruited her.
Yeah. And so yeah, we only watched, I think a couple of minutes, or listened to it, I guess, listened to a couple minutes of it. It was, obviously someone who knows absolutely nothing about me. And then it was hilarious. This is why it's like, this is all going to connect tomorrow. We'll have to give people a heads up, but we were super confused, because she's like, but his name wasn't David Wood. His name was not David Wood. And I'm like, why are you saying this is me and you're saying it's not David Wood? His name was something. Is David something else? And then, like, apparently the next day, which we'll get into tomorrow, then it was the proof. This dude thinks that my name is David. What is it? Some Spanish name.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily want to say the name, because it's probably some random person. I don't want anyone to try to track this guy down.
We're going to have to say it, because we're going to be seeing it, man. We're going to be seeing it.
Yeah, David Seguara. Is the name.
Hey, vatos! Hey.
Yeah, because you look very Hispanic. Very Hispanic, David here.
What's Spanish for David? Like Joseph is Jose and George is Jorge and stuff like that. Guys, does anyone know what is David just David, or does it have a different Spanish name? Anyone know? You don't know? You don't know, Thaddeus?
I don't know. No, I don't know anything about Spanish.
I want to see, because I don't know. That's David. They're saying David. Okay. So yes, me llamo is. I don't know any Spanish. Me llamo is David Sagüera. I'm gonna turn your Quran into chicharrones de puerco. I know chicharrones de puerco because it always said them on the pork rinds bag I used to get when I was a kid. But anyway, yeah. So guys, they set it up with the girl. So she said, but his name isn't that way. The next day, he figures out that my name is not actually David Wood. That's a made up name. And my real name is David Seguera or whatever that is. And they don't realize, dude, that's the same stupid blunder that Sheikh Uthman made, right? As long as we're looking at him at the fake blood on his shirt and we're going, that is obviously fake blood, and everyone's looking at that going, that is obviously fake blood. We can't prove that it's fake blood. There's no way to prove that it's fake blood. We can't do it, right? We can say it doesn't look like real blood. We can't prove that it's fake. It's just us saying it really looks fake. We can't prove that. And we can look at it and say, look, it's obviously sprayed on. There are spray marks on it. Someone obviously squirted out of a bottle onto him. And it's not like he got stabbed and it's oozing out of a wound or something like that. So it's a situation where we could say it. We could say it's obviously fake, but there's nothing we could have done to prove it. But he's so arrogant and stupid, and simultaneously he's been conditioned by his fans that he can get away with anything, that he then said, he added, oh yeah, and I filed a police report and handed over the weapon. They've got his DNA, and oh, now they've arrested him, and oh, now he pleaded guilty, and he was in prison now and stuff. Now he just said a bunch of things that can be tested and refuted. And now you're really, really stupid. That's stupid. You went from something we can't disprove, even though it's obvious, you're obviously lying, but we can't prove it. That it went from that to something we can definitively disprove. And it happened. People contacted police. We have no record of this ever happening. People went to the location. They had no record. The people there, there was no crime here at all. And then the courts, we have no record of anything like this. So made it easy to refute. And right here, if you come along and say, hey, David raped this girl 30 some years ago. I found her by magic instantly. That's absurd to anyone with a functioning brain, but their fans are like the product of 40 generations of first cousin marriage. So you can't prove it. You can't prove it to those guys. But when you then say, oh, his name wasn't David Wood, it was something else. And then he comes out, his name is David Seguera, I say. Now all I have to do is hold up my birth certificate. Oh, and here's my social security. I'll have to, cover it up, but here's my social security number. Here's my passport. Here's my inmate ID. And you just made it easy to expose the idiotic lie. Why do you do that? Why? Tell me. It's so stupid.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow, but he actually literally reveals it on his own stream, because he gets the prison record, and he's like, because he for some reason thinks you are denying that you went to prison.
What?
Because he's an idiot and can't understand basic English sentences. You were talking about Uthman, and you were talking about how his victim never went to prison. And he's like, David's denying he went to jail? I got the proof right here. And of course it says David Wood on it, but he's saying that your name at the time was Seguaro. So who knows?
But hang on. If he's this dumb, and tactically he is the dumbest of the dumb. We thought all the Dawa guys were tactical morons. But if he's this dumb, how did he? I mean, it's easy to see why he flunked out of med school, but how did he get in med school in the first place? You think he paid someone to take his MCAT for him or something like that? We know, I've heard that he's spoiled rich kid all his life, and mommy and daddy paid for everything. And so maybe they paid for someone to take his MCATs or something.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he didn't actually get in, right? We're just relying on him saying it, and he's not exactly a trustworthy source. Maybe he went to, regular college, was doing pre-med, and then couldn't actually get into medical school. And he said, well, I was doing pre-med. That's close enough. Who knows?
Yeah. So anyway, regardless, whatever the situation may be, tactical moron, ultimate tactical moron. We'll watch this little clip just for everyone who doesn't know who this guy is. This is when we first heard about him. We've covered much more of his stream where he just snitches on everybody. He snitches on the entire Dawa community and what they're, all the stuff they're into. It was hilarious. We loved him for this. Extremely stupid, but here's the short version. Here's the short couple minute version. We went through a 17-minute version, way more than this, guys. Here's a little recap. Then we'll take the super chats that are here, and then we'll jump into all the new stuff, all the clips that Thaddeus has put together, and we'll hear my accuser. We're finally hearing from my accuser, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna listen to all of it. And so here's the recap, guys.
Warner was one of the good ones. Yeah, that's what you think. A lot of these guys give dawah and try to show themselves up as fake people, and
That's
I ain't
true.
with all that.
Yeah.
And especially if you want to cross me, this is really
Cross
what
me?
happened.
You want to cross me?
He called Jake and told Jake Malik is an undercover Yahudi. He's an undercover Mossad agent.
So the Warner, that's the big guy, aka the Watcher, right beside Sheikh Uthman and Sneeko. And why is that relevant? Well, he's snitching on all these. He doesn't snitch. He's apparently scared of Sheikh Uthman. Says, I didn't say anything about Sheikh Uthman. As long as he didn't say anything about me, I didn't say anything about him. But he's saying all of them, and he's calling out Sneeko and Warner and all this stuff in particular. But yeah, so the Warner said to Jake behind the scenes that this guy's obviously an undercover Mossad agent, and he just flipped out. Nothing else made him flip out but being called Mossad agent, which is kind of exactly what you'd expect from a Mossad agent.
Warner, he denied it. He said, I never called him that. Jake said, guess what, Malik? I recorded it. Jake plays the whole phone call. What did he say?
Hats off to Jake for causing all of this. Thank you, Jake.
He called me an undercover
None of this could have happened without Jake. Thank you, Jake.
agent. Chat, you want to see who Warner really is?
Yep.
I'm the wrong one, Warner. I'll bring all the receipts and evidence.
Right.
The Warner is probably the fakest of them all. Like between Libiano, Central, all them. Warner in terms of the Islamic.
Hang on. He just said the fakest of them all, and he mentioned Central. Isn't like Central working with him still?
Yeah. It might be the only guy who's not like kind of ghosting him.
I'm guessing Central may legitimately be so stupid that he doesn't even understand that this guy completely exposed him to. Oh gosh, I don't think we're dealing with the top brass. Anyway, here we go.
The fakest of them all. You're the one who literally said in front of me and other people that you would take it up the butt as long as it got you into the game to where you could make an influence. Wallahi, you said that in front of people. You said if I had to take it up the butt one time so I could literally be
Or 50 times.
in the Illuminati,
Or any time.
just so I could help people come to Islam, you would.
Having gone through this guy's live streams,
Yeah.
he seems to be very, very obsessed with anal sex for some reason. He's bringing it up all the time. I think he might have an Al-Zut complex himself.
Well, which of these guys doesn't have an Al-Zut complex?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But Malik, right, all the things that bother him, two things, right? One is being a called Mossad agent, and the other apparently is gay stuff. I don't know. Seems to be compensating, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say obviously, but I have to say, Thaddeus, since he mysteriously and magically just instantly found a woman that I knew over 30 years ago without knowing so much as her name or anything else, magically found her. I have to say here, maybe later this week, but we'll see what happens. I think I've actually found. He's about to talk about these guys being up in the club and stuff with trans women and all this and everything else. But I think I may have actually located one of these trans women who was up in the club with these guys. And so she, whatever you want to say, will maybe joining us later this week to explain what these Dawa guys are into. And I may have found Malik's Mossad handler, who's going to tell us all about what he's been doing for Mossad. May have found that. So we'll see if we can get his Mossad handler on for a quick discussion. Of course, well, we might need to change the voice. We can't let this awesome Mossad agent be exposed. Might have some, and same thing with the trans woman and so on. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can get them. We'll see if we can get them on, ladies and gentlemen. But here's more from Malik, the biggest snitch in Dawa history, and it's not even close. Fareed has snitched on a lot of people. We talked about Fareed leaks back in the day. Fareed leaks. That's what actually led to the holes in the narrative interview and so on, led to absolute disaster. But I have to say, Fareed's got nothing on this guy. All-time GOAT of snitching here. And let's see let's hear him snitch.
Guy is the biggest pothead on this planet, bro. The guy you take dawah from, all he does is roll one up. That's all he does. Chat, this guy gets high as hell all day and all night. Well, so, wallahi, may Allah curse me. This guy goes high to the mosque. This guy literally goes to give dawah high every day or every weekend. Sorry. Let me tell you guys something. All they want to do is hide behind the shield of Islam. These shits are private sins. So hold on. If Warner's asking for money for Qurans, but he's going to the dispensary instead, right? If he's going to the dispensary instead, is it Islamically I have to stay quiet? If he's going to the dispensary with the money he's getting for the Qurans, chat, guys, I gave this guy money. I gave this guy money for Qurans. He went to the dispensary. He went to the dispensary and spent my money instead. By the way, guys, you know Warner's been married 9 times? Warner's been married 9 times. 9 times, chat. Muta. This guy's a muta. Bro, this guy went on vacation with a Moroccan girl, married her for 5 minutes, and then divorced her on the way home. If I'm lying, I'm dying. This guy literally. And by the way, you think
9 wives?
Huh? Yeah. Who else? Who else had 9 wives?
Had 9 wives?
Who? I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, same guy who had 30 Al-Zoot partners.
Oh yeah, and notice, it's like he's compensating with the 9 wives to cover up what he's really into with D.L. Kalbi and of course the men of Al-Zut, and kind of sounds exactly like the Warner here. And here's the Warner, with Muhammad Hijab's big, strong, manly MMA fighting arms wrapped around him. Yes.
He got married 9 times. Like, that's enough, brother. This guy's smashing girls every weekend. Malik, I just smashed this chick. I'm like, bro, why you?
But think about this. He's constantly bragging to that. I smashed a chick. I smashed a chick. I'll take it up the butt if anyone wants me to. But I smashed a chick. I smashed a chick. I smashed a chick. You can't make up this. You can't make this stuff up. Oh gosh.
Doing that. Well, I have pics on my phone of this guy on FaceTime, bro, with a girl in his bed, lying on his shoulder, bro. Yeah, look at you, bro. So as long as it's kuffar and Christian chicks, I don't care. That's good. That's really good. Hey, chat, who knows about Warner and Adam Saleh having threesomes? You want me to start name dropping your whole life? You and Adam, you telling me about you and Adam doing threesomes together on dawah trips? And you think Sneako's any better?
They go on dawah trips, guys. They raise fund to go on dawah trips. They get some videos of them handing out Qurans and all their fans, alhamdulillah, they're converting the world. Then they're hitting the club, grabbing some ladies. What happened? What do they do? Let's see.
Him and Sneako, bro. I got pictures of him and Sneako slapping girls' asses, bro. Shit he sent me. I got everything. He be helping Sneako? Yes. Bro, he helps Sneako do all his crap, bro. You do run trains in rooms together. Adam and Slim and Sneako all run trains in rooms together with Warner there. And
with Warner there, that's why now we call Warner the Watcher, because he likes sitting in the Diddy chair and watching. So he pretends to be Abdullah ibn Masud watching, and the other guys pretend they're the Al-Zut, and the girl is Muhammad. And I strongly suspect that that's a story we're going to hear from the trans woman that we'll be interviewing. Is that these guys approach the trans woman and say, "Hey, we want to reenact the night of Muhammad and Al-Zut, and we want to be the Zut, and you have to be Muhammad." And the Warner gets to be Abdullah ibn Masud, but they're doing all this creepy role playing apparently. But anyway, don't know. We'll have to hear it. That's my theory of where this is all going. But we'll have to get the interview first.
You want to talk about booty hole? I'm not into men. I'm not into men, brother. I'm into women. Chat, what were they doing in Colombia? What did him and Sneako do in Colombia? And Myron? Guys, these guys were smashing birds in Colombia. Bro, wallahi, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. I got the receipt right here. He told me he was in Colombia with Myron, FaceTiming me. I saw him on FaceTime with Myron, what they were doing. How they had girls with bikinis in their house and they were licking on their you-know-what in front of people and taking videos. And he tried to lure Libiano into that life too. That's why Libiano now is acting like this too. What did Libiano do? What do you mean, what did Libiano do? What did he not do? Him and Warner, bro, these two together are the biggest disappointment of 2025.
I love this. What did he do? What did he not do? He's just talking about smashing hoes and running trains. Well, what did Libiano do? What did he not do? What did he not? So he exposed the Warner And it's just amazing that when he's enraged about someone, he'll go after that person. But like anyone else, anyone brings up, he's like, yeah, him too. Yeah, him too. Yeah, him too. Him too. So he called out the Warner, and then as it's coming up in the chat, Sneeko, Adam Soleil, Slim, Muslim Lantern, Libiano, and then of course later on they exposed Libiano for they've got a video of him beating his wife or something like that. And so anyway, biggest snitch ever when it comes to Dawa. There isn't even Fareed's not even a close second. He's a distant second.
Indeed. I enjoyed when someone brought up Uthman, right? Because I think that although he now denies it, I think he's actually pretty close with Uthman and doesn't want to hurt that relationship. So he's like, well, I know all Uthman stuff, but I'm not going to say anything. But you just already did say something, right? By saying you know it all. Oh, we can read between the lines, buddy. It's not that complicated. But he's holding that back just in case Uthman says something against him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and at the end there, he was talking about Myron. That's Myron from Fresh and Fit, the guy who always has all the OnlyFans models on his show. And they're saying, hey, they all pretend they don't like Myron because of, he talks trash about Islam and stuff and Muslims. When they go on a trip, they're all buddies and they're all in the same house together with all these OnlyFans models, and they're sending him. It's like, again, they have to be compensating, right? They're sending him clips. Look, here's me licking, and he said licking on their. He said, what did he say? Their whats and stuff, and
he
posting.
said their what? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got all these pictures. He's got them on his phone. He's sitting there. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, send me more pictures. Gosh, man, this is dawa. So that's how 2025 ended, ladies and gentlemen. Then. What does 2026 bring? Is basically Malik begging for the biggest campaign of Quran desecration the world has ever seen. But, you got to give people what they want. Not what these guys want, but, people got to give the people what they want. Yeah, definitely not with these guys. But if he wants the biggest campaign of Quran desecration the world has ever seen, we're going to get it, guys. And I challenge all of you. Let a few months of this go by. Show me anyone in history who has caused even a fraction of the Quran desecration this guy's causing. It's epic. All right, let's take these initial super chats, and then we're going to jump into his clip, his live stream, not from last night, from the night before. That'll bring us up to date, and then we'll have more tomorrow. Let's see. If I manage to find a Quran at a thrift store, I'll get creative with it. But in the meantime, here's my Malik tax to fund the effort from the Dizzle side of things. Maybe buy some really top shelf bacon to treat your dog. I think my dog has plenty of bacon. More on that in a little while. Did you see my newest Quran cleaning hack? It's on X. Yes, everyone. Apostate of Allah. Come on, apostate. Come on, Sarah. You got to be realistic here. It was a Quran cleaning fail. She tried to see if the Quran could clean the drain of a sink, and it just didn't work. So it's not a good hack. But everyone check out the video. And matter of fact, tomorrow we will watch a few of the videos. We'll watch Mary's from Too Many Marys. Watch hers. And it's interesting because her and Sarah both went the cleaning route, but Mary's was a bit more successful. So the Quran is good at cleaning some things, but not others. And guess what? There's only one way to find out. You just have to try it in all these videos. Find out what the Quran is good at cleaning. I know you are a strong and courageous man, but I'm worried about the potential of what those animals will do. And you said you are not allowed to defend with the Second Amendment. Any precautious measure you have? Here's my precautious measure.
Yeah, these guys talk a big game, but they are cowards. They've been doxing God Logic for a couple years. They said they'd punch him in the face, and then they debated him in public and didn't say a word to him. So.
Total cowards. And if any one of the lame, low IQ fans ever decided something, he just gets slapped around and embarrassed, and maybe I'd even get it on video. Total humiliation. Zohran versus Malik in a Mubahla hippity hop battle. I love the sound of that. Demons deny Muslims. Here's Nordine. As soon as I saw demons, I was like, hey, this Nordine. Demons deny Muslim skeptical thoughts toward Islamic myths. Inattentional blindness illustrates how thought deprivation feels. What do you think? Yes, I believe it is demonic. So we're actually in agreement on that, Nordine. The Kurds, who stood with us in the battle against ISIS and lost 10,000 brave souls, are being massacred by Syria's army, which we are training. Shame. That is screwed up. It is crazy how, when there's these wars, different Western nations will want to get the backing of the Kurds because they're extremely tough fighters and things like that. And then as soon as they get what they want, they just abandon these guys. And it's pretty messed up. A kitchen Quran hack in mine next. Stay tuned. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Malik, for causing this, because this wouldn't be happening right now if it weren't for Malik. Mm-hmm. And, via the transitive property, Jake as well. The Quran usage challenge accepted, David. Yes. We have Nordine again. Demons systematically manipulate the thoughts of unregenerate people. Muslims are affected by this spiritual curse. What can we do about it? Well, same thing as always. We crush their ideas and pray for the other things. Doxing someone who has an active order on the life has got to have legal consequences. Why would we want legal consequences right now when this guy basically is giving us a golden ticket to desecrate the Quran and to normalize it with impunity, right? That's the thing. Normally, Christians are not. I'm not a fan of like desecrating books and burning books and eating books and stuff. I think that's stupid nonsense. When you're trying to stop people from crossing certain lines and you're letting them know there are consequences, severe repercussions, that's a different story. But guess what? That's pretty standard. If Christians in general just heard, "Hey, this guy ate the Quran," they'd be like, "What? What's wrong with him?" If it's, "Oh, this guy doxed his wife and he responded to make him stop," they go, "Oh, okay, yeah, I get that." And so that's what he's doing it. He's doing it over and over again and escalating more and more, which leads to more and more Quran desecration. And he thinks he's a tactical mastermind here. Never mess with Mrs. Dizzle. That's a good idea. Mrs. Dizzle must join the ranks. Yeah, I should start getting her on to some live streams and stuff. I mean, it's normally. Yeah, no, I normally go live late, and she's like getting ready for bed and stuff like that, and so timing is off. But maybe, and frequently one of us has to be watching our son and so on. But yeah, maybe we have a nurse if we get a time when we have a nurse at a certain time, maybe we'll do that in 2026. We'll start a Mr. and Mrs. Dizzle stream. That'd be fun. How do I get one of those free Qurans the Double guys brag about? I don't want to destroy something I paid for. Might be able to contact one of their organizations or just, go up to a Dawa booth. Matter of fact, I saw someone saying just go up to a Dawa booth, but that's right. You guys are amazing. Thank you and your wife for standing strong and not backing down. The Lord is with you. Yep. My wife knew when she married me, kind of a guy who doesn't back down. So I reckon Marie would be the death blow of Dawa. Prayers for you and your family. Thank you. Malik can't lear his lesson. He's not very smart. What's funny is Malik will be reading that going, "Yeah, so what? I don't see anything wrong here." Thank you for that. El David. Yeah, my name is David Soguera, a.k.a. El Guapo. I won't be the Dizzle anymore. I want to be El Guapo or Jefe. The victim repeatedly said this took place in Virginia. Aren't you from West Virginia? I am from West Virginia, but they know this was actually in Virginia. Yeah, they're aware of some details because it was actually in the articles that they obviously went to try and make a coherent story. They just screwed up.
Mm-hmm. And they got some things wrong as well, as we'll see.
Hey, look at this. David Seguera died on May 8th, 2025, but he was a Christian, you see. Wait a minute. Now their new theory will be that I'm actually dead. I'm a zombie. I'm a Mexican zombie essay. I will eat your brains essays. These guys are so stupid. Oh, man. David Wood. Nope. David Madera. El apologiste. No, that's a H sound, right? Apologiste Mexicano. That's right. Love your videos. Can you challenge one of these Dawa fools to a rap battle? Here's some money for the bacon. Buy the premium stuff. Oh, I do get the good stuff, as you'll see. What if Malik is trying to get out of Islam and he's doing all the snitching threats to get the FBI's attention and say he needs to disappear for a while? Yeah, there are all kinds of other possible explanations, just like, simple one is, hey, he's actually a Mossad agent and he's been activated to destroy it in 2025 and 2026, or he doesn't get paid. What I don't understand is why he's so shocked about the 9 wives thing. If you're allowed to marry and divorce a girl before she hits puberty, doesn't that imply men are going through women like crazy? Can't say I was shocked. Yeah, that is weird. Do you know he's been married 9 times? Yeah, that is funny. Exactly like Muhammad. Oh no, is that evil? Huh. No, you are a Zionist. Don't you know your name is really David Garkid? David, you need to get your rights back. Stay safe. We will all be praying for your safety. Yeah, they're not giving a violent ex-felon rights back. I mean, if I tried really hard, I could probably get like my right to vote and stuff like this. There's no one I would have to really, really love some politician to be like, I need my rights back just so I can vote for this person. It would have to be really, really good. I'm using Quran to make paper figures of Zutzin. That would be a lot of work. I could do that. I could do that, like make an entire scene. Oh, that's a lot of work. That would be even more difficult than the castle I made that one time.
But that's the good thing. You don't have to do all this. We got the community to do all this stuff, right? We got lots of ideas, but I mean, there's only so much time. You can only desecrate so many Qurans in a day.
Yeah.
But now we got the entire community, 100,000 plus people potentially getting involved.
Yeah, we can't desecrate all the Qurans by ourselves, guys. So yeah, that's a good idea. Zohran's vocoder use is a crime against humanity. It was the worst ever, like as in bad. I just noticed Watcher doing duck lips in last image. Yeah, maybe that's some sort of signal. That's why they do it. Are we applying Surah 6, verse 108 accurately? Doesn't it apply to people's belief? Is the way you apply it on your loved ones according to any interpretation? Walk me through so I can explain to my friends. God bless. Yes, Stefan the Pelted. The actual situation that the verse is talking about is the people, the polytheists of Mecca, according to the most common interpretation, the polytheists of Mecca were saying they got fed up because for years Muslims were mocking their gods and goddesses, and they didn't want to mock in retaliation because they believed in Allah. He's one of their gods. And so they eventually said, look, you know what? We're going to start attacking and mocking Allah if you don't stop. And so Allah said, okay, if they're going to mock me in retaliation, then you stop. So what's the principle there? If it's something that's not required, right, like just insulting, and that's going to lead to insulting Allah, then stop doing it. It's not worth it. It's not worth people insulting Allah for you to insult their gods and goddesses. Okay, we'll do the math. Is it worth insulting and ripping Allah's speech and mocking Allah and so on to insult someone, go out to dox someone's family? It's the principle. And that is what the commentators say, right? If it's something non-essential and you're just doing it and it's mockery and stuff like that, and you're in a situation where people can respond by mocking your religion, then don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the mockery of Allah. In other words, if they're saying, if you do this, we will do this, and you do it, then you are you are causing the mockery of Allah, right? Okay, well, if your behavior, your insults, your doxing is causing massive Quran desecration, guess what? Any of the commentators would have granted that, yeah, that's telling you to stop that stuff. In fact, you even had commentators who say that this probably wouldn't refer to them mocking Allah. It's them indirectly mocking Allah by mocking Muhammad, because you had commentators who said there's no way these guys are going to mock Allah. They believed in Allah. They wouldn't do it. And therefore, when he says, hey, don't mock their gods and goddesses if it's going to cause them to mock Allah, they think indirectly by like mocking Muhammad or something like that, or mocking his revelations. And so they said, don't do any of that. Okay, so you've got the principle. Hey guys, how about them demons? Yeah, what's up? Not concrete yet. I've got a call I've got to call around to some pig farms in my area, but I've got some hog manure, Quran page fusion in the works. Yes, pigs are important. Thaddeus laughs like a henchman. No one can hench like Thaddeus. Where is AP, the Ridvan foretold in the Quran? Oh yeah, I forget. There's actually a verse where he's named specifically in the Arabic. And since this is the year of responding to Muhammad in the Bible, he's got to push that way more. Not in the zut sense, but Muslims commit all types of sins, but we'll draw the line at pork. Yeah, that's what's amazing. Like, how obviously fake is this religion when, oh yes, we're smashing hoes and that's fine. And we're stealing dawah money to buy drugs and that's fine. And we're running trains on girls and that's fine. And we're going to the club with trannies and stuff like that. That's fine. But we don't eat pork, so you see, we're good with the law. What kind of stupid religion convinces people of this? And Malik really didn't want Junior to be the face of Dawah. Oh yeah, he's like, I can't allow Junior to be the face of Dawah this year, so I have to take over. You're doing a bang up job. You're doing better than. I mean, we all thought Junior was going to be the face of Dawah all this year, but you're taking the spotlight, Malik. You're doing it, dude. David, check CMRA in virtual mailboxes. What is that? Do you know what that is?
No.
Yeah, you may basic Al-Zut, destroyer of warlords. You could have just given me a sentence in Japanese. It would have made as much sense as a bunch of technical stuff that I don't understand. All right, Thaddeus, we're going to check out some of these. We're going to check out. So this is not last night's live stream, guys. This is the live stream from the night before, and then tomorrow night we'll cover last night's live stream and so on. And
all right.
What's the first clip we have? You had the list. I haven't watched these unless it's something that I saw. Like with Giant DOC or something. This one's just called Intro.
You may have seen some of this, but it's just him like setting the stage of what he's going to do for the rest of the show.
Oh, okay. That's good. So this is the overview of his show as told by him. All right. Here we go. And here we have the mastermind of Dawah, Malik, the failed rapper who flunked out of med school and snitched more on Dawah guys than anyone else in history, and then is trying to redeem himself by causing the biggest campaign of Quran desecration the world has ever seen. Mastermind here. Here we go.
Yeah, you can play any of them.
Dr. Malik, whose real name is Malik Gabertai.
Hold on!
16,
Chat! Wait, David Wood doxed me, chat. Wait, chat. So when you say today, chat, Malik, why are you posting pictures of his this? Chat, did you not see me get doxed? Oh no, chat, Malik got doxed. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Malik got doxed. Hold on, wait a minute. Chat, I've definitely, spoke to the authorities about that. I'm definitely scared for my life.
Spoke to the authorities.
Yeah. We'll talk about this, guys. I pointed out because Jake's like, why did you dox him first? I had no clue that I was doxing anyone. I didn't know that he didn't want his rap name. I thought because he talks about being a rapper. And so someone in the chat's like, yeah, he's Dr. Malik, or someone told me before. Someone told me, hey, his rap name is Dr. Malik and stuff. And then we're live, and I type into Google Dr. Malik, and then a scandal article pops up. I click on it and I start reading, and I'm just reading the article. He doxed me. So, guy, I had zero clue that he was trying to conceal the fact that he was the. I mean, I guess it makes sense if I was that rapper and I was known as the worst rapper of all time. I guess I wouldn't want to be associated with it either, but I did not know. I thought he bragged about being a rapper, and I thought that he was known as the rapper who converted to Islam and that this was common knowledge or something like that. So I read an article about a scandal. Zero clue. I have to say, though, Thaddeus, here's the thing. So he's calling this doxing, and he's saying this justifies him posting my wife's phone number on TikTok, posting our home address on TikTok, and so on, doing all this because I looked up his name when I had zero clue that he was concealing his rap identity, even though he talks about being a rapper and so on. So I had zero clue, but he considers that Doxing. Here's what's interesting, Thaddeus. As soon as we started going back and forth with this guy, people started sending me information left and right. I'm talking about his home address. I'm talking about all the names that he's gone, all the aliases he goes by with it, with his scandals and so on. His name changes and his family's name changes because it wasn't just him. Guys, have I shared any of that? Have I shared one word?
No, you haven't. But
No.
in the second stream, Malik claims you have. He said that you gave out his sister's address.
What? Where?
He doesn't tell where. He just said,
what the heck is he talking about?
David's posted my sister's address.
Where? Hey, Malik, I want to see that. What is he talking about? Does anyone know what he's talking about? I posted his. Yeah, because
it's possible some random person posted it. I mean, I don't know. Someone might have posted it, but you certainly didn't post it.
No, I didn't. Yeah, Malik, show me where that happened, because I mean, we know you're a compulsive liar and a scam artist. We know that. Matter of fact, when we finish this clip, I will show people exactly what happened. I will go to Google, show what happens if you type in Dr. Malik, his rap name, and what pops up: scandals. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at that. But yeah, Malik, where are you getting that I doxed your sister if you're saying that? Like where? Show me. Show me where I shared her address. How would I know her address? I mean, people sent me stuff, but I wasn't interested. You know why, Malik? So you're saying I doxed you when all I did was I thought people knew your rap name and someone told it to me and I looked it up. That's it. That's it. You're considering that doxing when people have been sending me all kinds of stuff. I didn't share any of it. You know why I didn't share it? Because I think there's no other way to use it, guys. I used the B word in my video yesterday. I normally don't. Sometimes I'll say like dumbass or something like that, but I don't curse and so on. But there's just no other way to describe this situation. I view doxing as a bitch move, like something a total pathetic little bitch would do, because you can't face people like a man, and that's why I wouldn't do it. I come right at you, dude. I come right at you. That's how I do it. I'm gonna look up your details, your private information, and your wife's name, and your address and phone numbers. I'm gonna post it all. What kind of pathetic loser does that? I could do that right now, dude. I could do that right now. In fact, Malik, if you go ahead and say that looking up your rap name and reading an article about your scandal is the same thing as all that, and therefore I might as well share all that stuff that people have been sending me. Go ahead. Because guess what? It's so ingrained in me. It's like snitching. I'm like, he's snitching on everyone, so let me snitch on a bunch of people. No, I'm not going to snitch. I'm not a snitch. I'm not going to do it. Just like I'm not a doxer. Even if you dox me, I'm not doxing you. It's like saying, well, I'm a bitch, so you be a bitch. I'm not going to be a bitch. So I'm not going to do it. But if you're saying, no, I've already done it, and therefore, anything goes, I don't know, then go ahead and tell me. I'd be happy to share all that stuff.
Oh, the funny thing is, I knew, without actually having watched the original live stream that I was part of, just from that little bit he played, that you were clearly reading a news article, right? Because that's the exact phrasing that a news article would use. He doesn't play any more of it. I wonder why. I wonder why he didn't complete the sentence.
Weird. Interesting stuff. All right. Let's see where he goes with this.
But, he definitely
Hey, look at that jawline of that 24, 25-year-old D Wood there. Yeah, I had to be 25 or 26 there, because I got out of prison when I was 24. And I met her like a year later.
me on his live chat, so definitely when, later on other things start happening, we'll definitely get on, with that. But play that again. Let's just hear it one time. You're muted, Champ David.
2006. Dr. Malik, whose real name is...
he cut out all the part about the scandal. And then he just goes, me giving his name, which is me reading an article, which is what popped up on Google when I looked up his rap name.
Malik Gabertai.
Oh, no!
2016.
Yeah, so, chat, he definitely...
He didn't show the actual article. We'll go ahead and check him out. Turns out there's two that pop up when you search Google. We'll check them both out, guys. After
he has multiple scams.
Oh yeah, that was the big thing that people were sending me. Oh, matter of fact, it's people are sending me like videos of people who are actually calling him out for scamming, like on TikTok and stuff like that. And people, hey, this guy's a total scam artist, man. He said he'd give me this money for this and this and that, and then wouldn't do anything. Yep, that's the guy who's calling out your boy and somehow exposing him.
You dox me. All right, you can get to the next video. So I don't want anyone crying. Okay. Now this is a compilation. So wait, before you play this one. So remember, chat. David Wood claims that he's only tearing up the Quran because of me.
No, you're the most relevant cause right now. We're still part of the Muhammad Hijab wave, because way back when Muhammad Hijab was threatening people's wives with these threats of grape and torture and so on. Once we dealt with him and they stopped. They stopped. I started eating the Quranagami, they stopped. But I told Muhammad Hijab, you have to apologize to the women. That's it. You don't have to apologize to me. I don't care. He didn't even have to apologize to the husbands and so on. You had to apologize to the wives. And if you do not do that, I will make this normal. I will normalize this behavior. We're still in that. That never ends. Step by step. You are, Malik, you are the one who is simply helping me do it right now. Because, you got to do it step by step. You can't just go full on, the entire, world is engaged in Quran desecration. Can't do that. Got to do, baby steps. You're just helping us take one big step. It's one small step for Malik's tiny brain, one giant leap for Quran desecrators around the world.
This is a pattern throughout, that he'll set up something and just totally misrepresent things. He's claiming that you're lying and saying the only reason you've ever desecrated any Quran is because of him.
Absolutely.
And he's like, I got proof that he desecrated Qurans before.
What an idiot.
It's just...
Hey, is anyone in the chat not familiar? I mean, me and AP would pretty much do it anytime someone crossed any line, like even with insults or something like that. As part of me saying I was going to normalize it. This guy's an idiot, man. It's like I want to say it's like he doesn't even know me, but he's clearly stolen so many terms and things like that from me that he's obviously, maybe he's just lying or just really, really stupid. I don't know. Let's see.
But I think he's really stupid.
And can be both. You can be a compulsive liar and a complete idiot.
That's true. That is definitely true.
To the video I'm about to play, David Wood's been tearing up the Quran, and we're gonna see a little compilation of him doing so.
Go
ahead, Champ David.
What'd you say, Thaddeus?
Some greatest hits coming up.
Okay. Thanks for compiling it. Hey. Thanks for promoting my work, Malik.
Let's see.
Dang, relax. Stop saying relax. Stop saying relax. Stop saying
you see that?
No. David. Just the air.
Wait, pause it a sec. So chat, that was when Islamic Apex, clean your camera, they're saying, David. Clean it a bit. But chat, this was Islamic Apex going on their panel to debate, and David Wood just ripping up the Quran because they were talking over each other. So
actually, no, it's one of the rules. Don't tell me what to do. And he kept telling me what to do. That's a rule. That's a rule. Keep in mind that would not be a rule if it were not for Muhammad Hijab, right? It's he massively lowers the threshold. Because keep in mind, people have been, all these guys, they've been doing stuff for years. We never started eating the Quran or something. You had to cross a serious line for that. And that was going after people's wives with threats of grape and torture. That's what started it. You have crossed such an important line. We are going to make you stop. And I guarantee you, we will make you stop. And guess what? Made a simple request. Apologize. He couldn't do it because he's a narcissist, just like Malik. He's a tactical moron and a narcissist, my favorite kind of dawah guy. Malik, you're my absolute favorite kind of dawah guy, because what do the narcissists or tactical morons do? They are tactical morons, so they do huge, massively stupid things. But they're narcissists, so they can't correct course and can't apologize, which means you can hold them to that forever and make them take the consequences forever. Love you guys. You're awesome.
Yep, Malik's going to go down in the dictionary as synonymous with Quran desecration. The term Malik is going to be synonymous with Quran desecration.
Yep, when people think of Malik, they think of Quran desecration. When they think of Quran desecration, they will think of Malik.
And being fooled in here thinking, Malik's?
People are going to say that. They're going to be, hey, man, don't Malik that Quran. We'll start using that, guys. Hey, man, we just Malik that Quran. We just start saying that. Watch me Malik this Quran.
The one that's making David do this. Malik. Say
Oh, I get it. I get it. He's trying to, because people are saying, look at what you're making him do. He's trying to exonerate himself. No, no, no. David just does this regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Would we be doing all this right now?
No.
No.
sorry, unless it would all go away. It's not going away. This guy
That's
is
true.
holding hostage the Quran pages for, quite frankly, the Quran is memorized in our hearts. The Quran is something that, you know, we can rewrite from scratch again. He can rip up all the Qurans. We have people memorize them all. Him ripping them up, not doing what he thinks it is. But let's see a compilation of him, what he keeps on doing.
You'll have more people upset that I do this. Yeah. Poor page, poor paper. You're causing such hurt feelings. What is this? Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, look. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's a little light there. Look at it.
Yeah, guys, get better cameras. I know this is good resolution when I'm doing it. You want to show me ripping up your Quran in all its glory.
Surat al-Fatiha.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah. That's the first one. That was when me, Muhammad Hijab, and Abdullah Samir, me, AP, Abdullah Samir, we're all live, and AP was we were going through Muhammad Hijab's tweets, and that's when I read the tweet. I wasn't even like paying attention to what it was saying, and AP was looking dead serious, and I was like laughing and making fun of it. And AP's like dead serious, and he goes, "Did you read what that said?" And I took a closer look, and I was like, "Whoa." He just threatened AP's wife with rape and torture, talking about forcing her to her knees and making her open her mouth and defiling her and stuff like that. And I said, okay. I took out Surat al-Fatiha, tossed it in my mouth. So apparently Malik is his fans just don't know. And they're like, oh, David did it back then. Therefore, Malik has nothing to do with any of this. Great job, Malik. And yeah, keep trying to impress your stupid fans, Malik. Everyone else is watching and thinks you're an idiot.
Good job.
He cut out his job.
He made Islamicize me. He made the boom boom room, dude. But you like to spit, right? There goes Surat al-Fatiha.
Classic
So chat. He's been doing this a long time, hasn't he, chat?
Yes, I
Isn't
have.
he, chat?
Yeah.
Keep going. Let's keep playing some more videos. So
Do it.
chat,
Do
don't
it.
be fooled when he says,
Do it.
"Oh, I'm only doing this because of Malik." Chat, he started it. He mentioned Zut and all this and that.
Yep. He also mentioned Zut. You mentioned the Zut.
That's true. I did do that. And I will continue. Isn't everyone mentioning the Zut nowadays? Yep. And whose fault was that?
Yeah, like
I
random people.
I literally warned them for like 2 or 3 years. Stop lying about Isaac and Rebecca. Stop lying about the age of Mary and the Catholic Encyclopedia. Stop lying. If you don't stop lying, I'm not going to tell people to lie in response, but I will tell people to take your embarrassing stories and not give the charitable interpretation you want of this nonsense. I warned you for 2 to 3 years. You kept lying. You all kept lying over and over and over again. And you get consequences. They just want this world where there are no consequences for any of their actions. And my big message, my big brain message, Malik, is you don't get that world. You do not live in this world where you get to do whatever you want and there are no consequences. That world does not exist anymore. So that's the takeaway. And you're going to find that out the hard way, apparently.
Yep. Malik has you've done 2 crimes. One is ripping up Qurans in the past, or eating them, or doing various other things. And the other is reading the Islamic narrations about the Al-Zut. And I think that Malik is just a little disturbed about hearing these things. And maybe he's getting a little aroused when he's hearing these Al-Zut stories. And he's like, no, I'm not supposed to think about that. I'm not supposed to think about the Al-Zut. David, you keep reminding me of all my sexual desires.
Yeah,
My theory.
Doesn't like the Al-Zut story. For anyone who's new, that's the story about Muhammad going out into the desert, inviting his buddy, the Watcher, who in the 7th century was Abdullah ibn Masud. He was the Watcher back then, and he watched from behind the Diddy line as Muhammad brought in all these men of Al-Zut who were renowned for their virility. And he came up with the idea because it was a weird idea in various places, but they believed in various places that a man could inject his manliness and virility into another man. And so Muhammad apparently hears this in his travels and so on, 'cause he's a caravan trader. And then he hears, oh, man, there's all these men of al-Zut who are renowned for their manliness and virility. Huh. You know, I can get all these guys in there, let them ride me all night long, and I will be the most virile, manliest man of all time. Interesting theory.
And then he puts it into his doctrine of jhana too, because Muhammad is the only one that has the sexual strength of 30 men on earth, but apparently all men have the sexual strength of 100 men in jhana, or paradise. And so apparently there's 100 al-Zuts that greet you at the entrance to jhana.
Mm-hmm. And they greet your entrance, Malik.
Indeed they do.
Apparently.
Indeed they do.
Let's see.
No, be on the screen. For all the women that you graped and laughed about, we'll put all of your guys' wives on the screen, right? And now, David, Logic, they're not your wives anymore. Now they're our wives. Chat, sing it with me. That's not his wife. That's our wife. That's our wife now. That's not your wife. That's our wife. Because we don't have our women dancing on the internet in bikinis, our women dancing doing this on the internet. This is for the streets. This is for the streets. These are the type of women you will find in clubs, though, Chad. He did mention clubbing and a lot of stuff. Well, David may have not been in the club. Clubbing. Logic may have not been in the club, but their girls were. So let's do the math right there. So David got a passport girl.
Wait, what?
And Logic.
What? Did he say a passport girl?
Yeah, his theory is that your wife married you for a green card.
My wife was born in the United States of America. I met her at Old Dominion University on the speech and debate team. She speaks far better English than he does and is way smarter than he is. I guess she's saying because she's half Filipina. Not realizing her dad was American, her mom was a Filipino nurse. They got married. Had her. It's weird how little these guys can get right. Anyway. Why is this happening right now?
Because he's attacking God Logic's wife.
Himself a boom boom right here.
Surah 6 verse 108, guys.
See, she's just kind of, pimpled up, big forehead, stuff like that. But the grifting is definitely in high demand. This is not going to stop. We're not going to say sorry because you started it. And actually, David, I got something even better for you, seeing as there's 6 minutes left and we're going to, try to get through this. David, I got something for you, and I want the Muslims in here to know too, right? David, for every page of the Quran from now on that you decide to rip, now record this, Christians, because I need him to hear this. And I know he's in here listening. David, if you're listening.
He knows I'm listening. I'm listening now. What an idiot. Okay, hang on. Let's let us hear. Hang on.
David Wood. David A. Wood. I can say the middle name if you want, David.
You can.
So he starts listing a whole bunch of family members. I went ahead and edited that out.
Of me or of other people?
Yeah, of you.
Okay.
Listen carefully.
Not like your immediate family, but like distant relatives and stuff.
My distant relatives? Well, I mean, he thinks my name is David.
Yeah, well, okay. I don't know if they're real names or not.
Seguera! He's going to get the Segueras on. He's going to get the whole Seguera family reunion essay. He's going to find them all in Mexico.
Every page from now on, David Wood tears of the Quran. One of his amigos is going to get their house put on the screen, their wife put on the screen, their job put on the screen, and we are going to let his people know that these people are Islamophobes who not only, they don't merely protest the religion, but they cause hate towards the deen. So chat, remember this. Nick
You think my family doesn't have my back, dude? Who came over? Who came over when you guys doxed my wife? My brother came right over. Stayed until I got back, and then stayed another day just in case.
Swiv, IP, AP, God Logic,
Oh,
GL, Life GL, Albi, Sam Shimon, all of you guys are gonna get it.
Okay.
All of you guys. But
right.
you could stop it by having David Wood apologize,
Okay.
or we're gonna do what we did 2 years ago, and we're gonna keep running through one by one everybody's stuff until everybody's stuff gets put out.
Okay.
How about that, David?
Okay.
How about that?
I accept. I accept. Guys, have any you guys have been watching our stuff? Has any of you ever once seen me back down from a threat or an ultimatum? Once, just once, like, oh no, that would be too much. Ever once? Hey, Thaddeus, count them out, man.
Handful, I don't know.
Count them out.
10.
No, that's one, man.
Oh,
I'm doing
that's
one at a time.
one?
Count them out.
Okay, gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, that was actually 2. It's 14.
15, 16, 17,
Oh,
18,
that's 2. That was 2.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45,
Oh, that's some index stuff. Anyway, won't even count that.
45.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Malik, that's 45 for starters, buddy. You got 40. You got 45 people. You got 45 people to dox right now. 45 people. Don't worry, I got more Qurans. That's and I have a big one here, but I like this big, like, more for special occasions. But you know, the night is young. The night is young, buddy. We'll see what happens. Anyway, okay, 45, buddy. You got 45 to start. Okay, that's the first video.
So what he was saying, 2 years ago, he was talking about 2 years ago, he went on a campaign primarily targeting God Logic, but a couple other people as well. He's doxed God Logic at least 3 times, had people harass him. So it's not his first rodeo. For some reason, TikTok just doesn't care. They won't ban the account. A lot of people have reported it, and it has not been banned. I did learn that he lives in California. Doxing is actually a crime in California. I'm not saying that the police would do anything about it or that we're going to report it, but he is literally committing a crime.
Why would we want to?
I'm not saying we're doing anything. I'm just saying.
All right, guys. So that was the first video. Uh-oh. Hang on. Looks like we've got a special guest who's been on a milk carton for a while. Yo, what's up?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, what's up? So we're
What's
just
up,
in
man?
here.
How you doing? I just
here.
heard my name being dropped several times, and I thought, what is happening here? So I decided to jump on here. And I also saw that there's some action going on. I saw that you are doing some things here that...
You didn't see nothing? Don't be snitching.
Not in the
Why?
Al-Zutz.
Why am I being left out?
Yeah, so your our close buddy Malik issued a threat. He thinks, man, he for some reason he's thinking, you know who responds really well to threats and just backs down? Dave Wood. And so David Seguera or whatever it is.
So did I understand it correctly, David? This guy Malik, he just so he threatens, so he doxed you and your family members,
Yep.
and also did the same thing to God Logic, as I understand right now. And he further threatened that if you rip up a Quran page, if you do something to the Quran, for every single page that you desecrate,
Yeah.
you will dox more family members and buddies and all that. Did I get that right?
Yeah. And I'm guessing that includes you. But yeah, there were only 45
Yep,
pages
you're
left
listed.
in the Quran I just had. So we are up to 45. So he's got 45 people to dox. So he's got a busy night ahead of him.
Well, I got this is a mildly ripped up Quran, but I still have like 500 pages or something like that left. So, all right, man, here we go. You have to wait until I'm done with all the 500 pages, by the way. So here we go. 1.
I don't know if it counts if you do it.
It better count. 2.
Hey,
3.
how about me and Thaddeus go through super chats while you're just steadily counting? Does that work?
Let's do that. Yeah.
All right, guys. All right. Yeah, but you have to actually keep good count, AP.
6, 7, 8.
All right.
9.
Malik really didn't want Junior to be the face of. Oh yeah, I read that.
10.
The Al-Zut stuff is not overly new. Bakabazi was a fairly common occurrence when I was in Afghanistan every Thursday, so I guess it wasn't just little girls they were interested in. Yeah, matter of fact, that's the same thing that that sniper said. He said it was Thursday, and it was just like male orgies and stuff all over the place. Great place.
15 and
But
16.
we don't eat pork,
Yeah, I mean,
so everything is
that's
good.
actually a serious issue, right?
It's
That's actually a
extremely
serious issue that boys are taking advantage of in these cultures
17.
because the fathers know that their daughters will
18.
be taken advantage of, so they keep their daughters, locked up basically. So the only people available are boys. And if you're prepubescent, I mean, it doesn't make a lot of difference. A prepubescent boy and a prepubescent girl look close enough alike that they're happy to grab a random boy and teach them to be a man, so to speak.
Amen.
Thoughts on Mitri Raheb? He is a Lutheran pastor in Bethlehem, but seems to work for Mahmoud Abbas, even calling Abbas a saint despite killing Jews. Yeah, don't know about him.
29.
Check out the Dawa War between Hamza and Jake today on Hamza's Sunday Chill. Classic. Really? Not Dawa Wars? Really? You're not telling me that if you really...
31.
You're not telling me that if you discombobulate these guys, they'll go to war on each other. The warlord dude was saying... Oh, the warlord dude was saying use a virtual P.O. box. What do you mean, for an
34.
address? Well, it's kind of too late. I've already been completely doxxed, so I
35.
just have to see what they want to do. Didn't have a Quran to piss on, so I drew instead. Hey, that's totally fine. One small step for men.
We gotta have variety.
37.
Yeah. Everyone's got to make do with what they've got and what they have access to.
38.
No, not in the Zut sense.
39.
One small step for mankind, 30 big steps to the Zut.
40. 41.
That's awesome. Turn Malik's name into a verb. Yeah. Hey, AP, why you Malik in that book, man?
43 because I want to.
Okay. Gosh,
45.
he's already up to 45, so we're already up to 90 total. But yeah, AP's going to continue counting.
46.
My local secondhand bookshop has no Qurans to desecrate. They said we have no demand for Qurans. I got a 1965 edition of the
47.
KJB.
48.
Keep looking. You can find something.
49.
He doesn't believe in Christianity. 1, he doesn't believe in Christianity. 2, he doesn't believe in the Quran, 6108. 3, he doesn't believe that D-Wood is a psychopath. This guy's is the biggest egotistical maniac, or he's an actual Mossad agent trying to use you, D-Wood. Hey, if Mossad is trying to destroy Dawah from within, hey, I'm happy to work with him. Happy to work with you, Malik. Happy to work with you, buddy. It wouldn't matter if David Wood doesn't him or not. What matters more, your identity for the Quran.
64.
Get a proxy address. Ask
50.
AP for help Turks be shady. Well, guys, it's that would have been good like a couple of months ago, but here we are. Your
Well,
parents.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. It's not allowed to show guns on screen during live streams. YouTube doesn't like that kind of stuff. If you show a gun, they perceive that as a possible violation and threat, and
what
they
about this gun?
remove it. But I have to say, I make quite liberal, not in the political sense, but quite liberal use of my rights to own guns and to defend myself. So good luck, bro.
Your parents didn't teach you many manners. Don't speak with your mouth full. Nice. Good.
No, I lost count of where I was, man. Where was I?
I think you were at like 90 or something.
I think I was at 70 something.
Oh, okay, then just call it 70 just to be safe.
72.
D-Wood, check delete me incogni. They search in your data. Gonna make Malik the number one, the one behind Mo in the Zoot scene. Ooh, that's perfect.
Yes, indeed.
Because he is zooting the crap out of Muhammad right now. Why aren't you more alarmed about the fact that there is a large-scale demonic mind manipulation scheme going on? This should be a top priority. Because I've got stuff that I do.
We're opposing Islam. What do you want us to do?
Yeah.
81.
He's going to get the Segueros deported. He's going to get me deported. He's going to get me sent back to Mexico. Doxing David was definitely not a smart move. Malik is also the easiest person to dox. It literally takes less than a minute to get his exact address. Yeah, I'm not gonna be posting his address.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, unless he says, no, it's the exact same thing as, looking up my rap name. You had 100? Case.
150.
Anyone else waiting for the cops to arrest Malik? Why? We don't want that, guys. Maybe, if it happens later after we're done with him, after he's caused the big, like if he got arrested right now, all this stuff would stop, right? This stuff would stop because why would we be doing it? He'd be arrested, right? What were you saying, Thaddeus?
Something just occurred to me. Maybe Malik is trying to get arrested because this guy likes to role play and have all these fantasies.
Yeah, if he's into that stuff,
he thinks that prison is all about being gang raped all the time, and he's like, that way I can say it wasn't something I wanted.
I'm innocent. I was just a victim. Malik, if that's your plan, don't do it. You're too much of a snitch, man. It would not go well for you because.
This looks kind of cool.
It does. Wow.
Nice.
It looks like I don't want to say it, but anyway.
The funny thing, if they didn't have this reaction, then it wouldn't be effective on them. But oh well, I just wrapped a page. Good. David, at this rate, do recycle that paper if you can. Yeah, we got to recycle all this, Quran. Me next. Been waiting for a scrap. Kind of bored right now. Yeah, that's good. Donate money to make David Wood rich. Let's give him the Streisand effect. I missed AP. So good to see him. Yeah, AP is like all this cool stuff's happening. We got these wars going on. AP's just like, I'm traveling. Look at this. Oh, look, I'm looking at stuff in Nashville. I was
traveling and I missed so much that is going on. Aside from all of this, there's a lot of stuff in Iran going on that I missed. And
darn right. We should be talking about that every day.
In fact, I was just supposed to go to Goldie Amari's channel. She's left.
You say that every single time. You say that every single time I see you. I'm supposed to go on Goldie's channel.
Oh, she just called me and said, come on, join here. And I said, yeah, okay, I will. Then I saw what's going on here, and I thought I have to join this one, man. So
I was assured this would be non-halal and Turk-free. Yeah, it was supposed to be. Turks ruin everything. When is Giant DOC face reveal? This month in theory. Mawik reminds me of Miklo from Blood In, Blood Out. Wait, which one was Miklo? I saw that movie a long time ago. I don't think I was paying close attention to it. Miklo. Yep, I don't remember that dude. Interesting. He must have been a total dork, though. Idea. Bacon wrap toy of Momo made of Quran toilet paper and feed it to your dog. Make it happen, AP. Just wait. You might get... I can't grant all of that, but I mean, not during this live stream, but I may be able to grant some of it. You should make some paper mache sculptures with Quran pages, maybe even the Dajjal or a pig. You know, I got that. That's that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get a pig, like, statue or something like that. I'm going to paper mache it in Quran, and I'm going to name it Malik down the side. But it's going to be a steady, stable fixture behind me. A permanent fixture. So yes, that is going to happen. Thanks,
I got
Malik.
my own little dedication to Malik.
So here's the
Come
thing.
later in this week on my live
Malik.
streams. I've made an order, but I got to wait till it arrives. So later this week.
So Malik, and all those people who are of the similar mindset. So now here is the cover of the Quran, right? It says Al Quran Al Kareem. I don't like that. I don't like this cover.
I don't like it
so
either.
what
Looks
I
like
want to
crap.
do is I simply want to turn it around and want to use this here as a cover, this blank white side. However, I have to design it a little bit. I have to work on it a little bit for a second. But you can continue talking.
Okay.
I'll share my
we'll get back to
responses.
AP. He doesn't like the cover. He wants a better cover, so he's going to come up with a better cover. Thanks, Malik, for the most based stream ever. This is a seriously based stream, isn't it? Make David Wood the most successful Christian apologist in history. He will be our trophy for these goat lovers. Congrats, Malik. Your prophet could only handle 30. You made it to 45. Well, it's actually more. Can't wait for the great Trans Dawa interview, D. Wood. Oh, yeah. Literally every, what's that? SF vet. Oh, Special Forces vet that I know says they did Boy Thursday over in Afghanistan. By the way, everyone remember to pray with love for Malik's hard heart. Yeah, because I have to say, stupid, demonic, and so on. But sometimes God hardens people's hearts to lock them into behaviors to deliver entire ideologies into our hands. Malik may be in that sort of situation. Arg, the mighty men aboard the Al-Zut be plundering much booty. Oh, I think I'm supposed to say, Arg, the mighty men aboard the Al-Zut be plundering much booty. And now Islam and the pages be sinking, going straight into Davy Wood's locker. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. No, rum is haram. Hey, Primo Wood, don't worry, Malik messes with one bean. He's gonna get the whole burrito. Viva la raza! Yeah, he should have kept his mouth shut. Now he's getting David Sagüera. David El Chignon. David. I still don't know. I know a couple little things, but yeah, I don't even know if that's the right pronunciation. AP enjoyed learning your story with Frank Turek.
Frank was awesome. So here I changed the cover. So this is the normal cover of the Quran. It says Quran Al Kareem.
Yes,
and I think that's a bunch of nonsense. So I decided to use this as cover from now on. If the lighting works out,
it is. We can see it.
It is a beautiful face of Muhammad right on it.
Yeah, point it down there. Yeah, there we go. That works. Book for pedos.
There's a beautiful face of Muhammad, beautiful Muhammad cartoon.
Or Malik.
It's a book for pedos. Yeah.
That is true.
100% accurate.
That's good. Hey, thanks, Malik. We got a heavily edited Quran with a new cover, so it's way more beautiful like that. The Quran's
and I must say, I did not start the Muhammad cartoon face by drawing the shape of a.
We can tell what you started. We can tell what you started with. Everyone does. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone. The Quran is the only book where the more you rip out of it, the better it gets.
True.
Let's see. Your Diddy Louvers are hilarious. Momo is just like Papua New Guinea Coon warriors. Yep. Yeah, that's one of the places, Papua New Guinea. Yeah, that's one of the places where they had those weird practices. There once was a goof called Malik who got called out by Warner and Sneak. His future looks bad. Now they know he's Mossad. Now his future, it looks really bleak. Yep, that's a good one.
Accurate.
You're a better poet than Muhammad. Is it possible that destroying the Quran so many times in such a short amount of time will desensitize them to it and they won't care? That's what you are trying to desensitize people so they don't flip out over this stuff. And it becomes what? Normalized. That's what we're doing. And that's the penalty. Last person to do what you guys
We're
did.
leaking Qurans.
Last person to do what you guys did to the Quran in Turkey was in 2015 by an atheist called Gig TV. I wonder if AP knows about him.
I know of him. He was. It went viral. The Turkish government started complaining about him. He was living temporarily in Russia, and the Turkish government appealed to Russia to extradite him to Turkey. Of course, Russia is a crap hole country that is just full of evil. And Russia was like, "Oh yeah, we would love to. We would love to send him back right there." And the last thing I heard was that he was trying to get out of Russia to avoid being deported back to Turkey, and was trying to look for a different place. Ever since then, I have had no contact to him. I'm not sure what happened.
Interesting. Hey, I just found an entire like brand new Quran right here. Sadly, it's only the English, so I'm not even going to count that for now. But we'll see what happens. Ella and Mo are leaking each other in the zut. New business idea: Quran toilet paper. Yep, that is a much requested product. David, I just want to let our Dawa team know I now sell zooted baby oil. Ooh, a zut vendor.
Hey, this gives me an idea. For the longest time, I thought I should start an underwear brand and call it Quranderwear. And
You got to do it, man.
I thought it would be too disrespectful, and I should focus more on like serious criticism of Islam and all that. But this just makes me want to go and do that. I already had a song for an advertisement in mind. I already found a place where I can just design those the Quran underwear. I was thinking of getting like proper images of like models putting on the Quran with the underwear with Quran verses on them to sell it as a serious brand to people who are looking for some new style underwear and all that. I might just start that.
What do you mean, guy models or girl models?
Both.
Okay. All right. Interesting. D Wood, did you know that demons are vegan? Yes, that's obvious. Even demons love vegetables. Even more infuriating about Bakabazi, anytime it was reported, we were told to shut up about it and ignore it. That's what I've heard all along for years. Our government promised to investigate it and left it until it faded from public memory. Yeah, it's screwed up stuff. Do tiny paper Turks stick them with tooth sticks in 2 lines, add ketchup, place Dracula toy, and mail the whole thing to me?
Yeah, I got an L Quran shape. See?
L. Hey, Malik. Notice, Malik. Can't spell Malik without the L. I'll draw you a new cover of Mo with the zut. That's what we need. Good artwork too, guys. Just draw it on the Quran. Very shafty Momo face. He said shafty. All hail Pharaoh Malik. God will see his people freed. Malik's going to free everyone. Face swap Jeffrey Epstein's face onto Saladin from Kingdom of Heaven movie, and you have Muhammad. That's true. Last one here, and then we'll get back to some stuff. I've been wanting to buy a Quran. Now I will. Doesn't look nutritious, though. Thanks for all the great work you're doing, brothers. Love you. No zut. That's good.
I do believe we need a special edible Quran thing, brand or something like that. We have to sell edible Quran.
Yeah, because we do the tough work of eating these Qurans, but there is all sorts of like chemicals and all that stuff. So we're actually putting our lives and so on at risk by doing this. But someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
Let me see if I can find a service to create edible things, and then we can maybe organize a Quran or something.
That's a good idea. Hey, yo, AP. So
yes.
So Malik was saying I doxed him, and I've never intentionally doxed anyone. And I pointed out someone was telling me that his rap name he's talking about being a rapper, and they said his name's Dr. Malik, and someone had sent me a picture, and just to verify, I was like, hey, can anyone verify that this is Malik? And it was just because I didn't want to be putting someone's face on the screen if it wasn't him. But I had zero clue that he was not known like as this rapper. I thought he was a rapper, and then he converts to Islam, and then we got a rapper who can tell us where to pick up girls at clubs and stuff like that. And I thought it was all continuous. Apparently he had some break where he pretends he's no longer this person anymore. I had zero clue. So when they said Dr. Malik, I searched for Dr. Malik, and what happens when you search for Dr. Malik? Well, here's Google. right? So you search Dr. Malik. So here's the rapper. Notice, guys, these are the pictures. These are the pictures that I've been using. And so you look, it's Dr. Malik, Dr. Malik on YouTube, Dr. Malik on Spotify. Wait a second.
Wait.
Hang on.
What? Are you saying this is?
Yeah, that's Malik. Look at this. Hey, he has 9,600 plus followers on YouTube. Very powerful. He must be a really good rapper to have all those fans. And he's on Spotify and so on. And then so he's got a couple of his music videos. They must be really, really awesome. I think Thaddeus has a clip of something here. And here he is on X.
I took out the music just for copyright reasons.
Hey, I actually brought him out of retirement on X. He hadn't posted since like 2021 or 22, which is when, he realized that his rap thing just wasn't going to work out for him because he sucks. But now he just came out of retirement on X to respond to me. So, and I'm hearing from Dawa guys I haven't heard from in years, bringing him out of retirement, all to respond to the stuff that Malik called. Oh, so anyway, you just search for Dr. Malik.
Is this guy retarded? I mean, he calls himself Malik. He says he's a rapper. Mm-hmm. When I go on
you look
Google
up Malik rapper,
and
Dr.
I
Malik
enter
pops
Malik
up.
rapper, this is the guy who pops up, and he says you doxed him.
You doxed me. Well, it's because
Malik, are you retarded?
Yeah. So. It's because I read his name, which was just me. I was just reading an article that popped up because I saw like a scandal thing. So it's like him on YouTube, him on Twitter and stuff like that. And then you start seeing some of these. iHeartRadio Canada, rapper claiming to rep Tory Lanez seeks 3,000 from Indy. So that's what happened there. And so I forget which one I read because there are two of these I know it was one of the iHeartRadio Canada articles, but we'll go ahead and read these real quick. I don't think we'll read all of them, but it's about this what a scandal this is. So it may have been this one I read or the other one, I don't remember, but it says furious fans claim they were promised cash to attend rappers' shows. What a dork. I think this is one I read, but the other one mentions it too. So what a dork. Hey. You're not familiar with this, AP? I don't remember where I went through this at. You weren't in that live stream?
No.
Okay. So this is what happened, right? They're like, hey, his rap name's Dr. Malik. And then I go and I do a Google search and then like one of these articles pops up and I start reading it. No intention of doxing anyone, but so yeah, this is what happens when you search for it. The popular Los Angeles music venue Catch One was scheduled to host a concert on Thursday night by an aspiring rapper named Dr. Malik. What they call him an aspiring rapper. What club management didn't know until just days before the show was that many of the people who would descend into its 350 capacity underground space were promised hundreds of dollars to show up and cheer, act crazy as fans, and have a good time. But like fans in quotation marks at Dr. Malik shows in Oakland and New York City earlier this month, they would not see any money. So Catch One pulled the plug and offered refunds to ticket holders. We looked into this and found these allegations to be credible, a rep said via email on Wednesday. We have canceled the show. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. According to an ad that appeared in the gigs section of Craigslist in Los Angeles, the deal is you'll receive $250 paying people $250 to show up and pretend
it's
to
not
be
worth it.
His fans. Yeah, it's not worth it. Dude, you're going to have to pay me like $1,000 to just listen to one of your songs. And for every friend you bring, it's an extra $150 each. You will have to get the tickets up front. Not in the Zoot sense, but no, I don't think I read this one. It must have been the other one because, yeah, anyway, I don't remember reading this part. You will have to get the tickets up front, $20, but they are fully reimbursed and we will do a contract with you before the day you show up so it's clear. So it seems like if I was reading the other one, then it seems like he's saying, hey, if you show up and pretend to be a fan, I'll give you $250. And for every friend you bring, I'll give you $150. But you have to buy your ticket $20. Mm-hmm. So people actually buy their tickets $20, thinking they're going to make money, and then he never pays them. So he basically tricks them into buying tickets to his crap concert. And they go there and they pretend to be fans, and then he doesn't give them the money. That's this dude. That's the dude who's leading the campaign to take down the Dizzle. But they are fully reimbursed, and we will do a contract with you before the day you show up, so it's all clear. Craigslist ads. Similar recruitment ads appeared in the gigs section of Craigslist sites in Toronto, Seattle, and Houston, offering varying amount of money and promising surprise appearances by artists like Chris Brown, Tory Lanez, and French Montana. None of these artists were involved. So keep in mind, he's posting. It's like, hey, and all these other artists are going to be there too. None of them were involved. So he's just like, so just imagine, hey guys, I'm going to be having a concert and Eminem's going to be there too. You're like, what? I'm going to go see Eminem, and it's freaking the biggest dork in history. Friday's LA concert was to be the last on Dr. Malik's We Outside tour, which originally had 8 shows scheduled between November 30th and December 16th, including Vancouver on December 4th, blah, 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 blah. The Vancouver venue pulled the plug in September, citing a lack of ticket sales. He couldn't pay people. He couldn't even pay people to show up. Shows in Toronto, Seattle, and Houston were also scrapped. In an Instagram post late Wednesday, Dr. Malik made no mention that Catch One canceled his show. As most of you may probably have heard earlier, a couple members of the team tested positive for COVID-19. I myself then tested as a safety precaution and also tested positive, doing what's right. It is much more important to me than any money. He vowed to recover and be ready for multiple tours we have lined up. The Instagram post was subsequently deleted. What a dork, man. Okay, so this continues, guys. You can check that out. It's not hard to find. You just have to search for Dr. Malik. I did want to check out this other one because I'm trying to think of which one I read. Was it this one, guys? I don't remember. I'd have to actually go and see, and unless there are more. But rapper claiming to rep Tory Lanez seeks $3,000 from indie artist. Let's see what he's got here. Dr. Malik, the California rapper accused of duping people into posing as his fans. I think this was whatever. Oh yeah, because that's got his name right there. Yeah. So this is the one. Yeah, this is on the first page. If you search for his name, Dr. Malik, that's the one that pops. This is the one that pops up first. Dr. Malik, the California rapper accused of duping people into posing as his fans, tried to get thousands of dollars from a fellow indie artist last month by promising to arrange for Canada's Tory Lanez to be featured on one of his songs. So apparently he's telling another rapper saying, hey, I can get Tory Lanez. I still don't know who that is. I can get Tory Lanez in one of your songs. You just have to pay me money, and then can't actually do it. He's just duping people and giving.
I have to say something, man. I just muted this and listened to 2 of his songs, and you know I've always been people who follow me know that I am a great fan of music, that I'm into. Creating music myself, listening to all kinds of varieties of music and analyzing them and all that. Maybe at some point I should start a YouTube channel about that, just to do that. But I have recently begun, trying AI songs, and the most basic AI songs that were like
you got bangers,
level,
man.
All sounded significantly better than whatever the hell this is.
Hey, I bet you get more views on yours than he does. I mean, he's been around for longer, so he's gotten some. He's probably tricked people and paid people into listening to a couple of his songs and stuff like that. But
here's the thing: I see his songs right now, and my songs that I make on my crappy apostate music channel get more views than his music videos.
Yep. Yep.
If we want to call it something, you could call him a failed rapper. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I've been calling him. Where you been? I've been calling him that. Failed rapper. Yeah, so apparently people in the chat are saying his name is pronounced Tory Lanez. So it's Lanez, and he just styles it with a Z. Tory Lanez. Okay, now we got it. Now I know at least how to pronounce his name. Zach Motor, maybe they're going to be like, that's not how you pronounce it, it's Motor. Zach Motor, a hip-hop performer from Duluth, Minnesota, known as MN Motor, told iHeartRadio he was contacted via Instagram by Dr. Malik on June 28th with an offer to purchase a verse from Lanez, which he couldn't actually do. Dr. Malik, who is not a doctor, who's not a doctor and whose real name is Malik Gabartai. In June 2016, a judge approved Gabartai's petition to change his surname to Hamza. He doxed me by reading the article that popped up about my scandal. Told Motor his name is Malik Sandoval. Sandoval? Yeah, that's the other thing about him is he uses all these different names to dupe people and scam them. That's what people have been sending me. Apparently he has like tons of names that he uses to trick and dupe people. And then they like figure out who it is because he can't spell. And they'll do like kind of textual criticisms like, wait a minute, Malik can't spell this word, this word, this word, this word, and this word. And this guy who's running this scam with this other name misspells the exact same words in exactly the same way, and they put it together. Anyway, Gabertai told Motor he could get Lanes to record a verse as a favor for $3,000. So, hey, give me $3,000 and I'll get Lanes to record a verse for your song. And then it'll be a collab with you and Lanes. He's usually $60,000, but I know he will smoke it. I got 5 songs out with him. He's my dog and can make it happen. In 2019, Lanes tweeted about his fee for features on Everything I Love. I charge $75,000 right now. So that's what Lanes charges. But Malik's like, hey, you know that Lanes guys? Yeah, he charges $75,000 to put some verses in your song, but I get it for $3,000. Just give me the $3,000 and I'll make it happen, Captain. A Tory feature is a big level up from where you at, Gabertai told Motor, who suggested featuring Lanes on a remix of his track Maserati. Gabertai told Motor he has known Lanes for 7 years, so we have a good relationship, and he promised to make sure the rapper helped promote the track. I'll make him post it as a story minimum. What? I guess he meant minimum or something like that. He wrote, Dr. Malik's YouTube page shows 2 tracks that feature Lanes, Don't Say Nothing in 2016 and Choosing in 2018, but the rappers do not appear together in any videos. In what appears to be a staged radio interview posted on YouTube, Gabertai said he met Lanes in 2013 in Los Angeles. I feel like he gets a lot of slack. I just feel like artistically, a lot of people just come at him for like things they say he steals and stuff, he said. People say he takes other people's styles, but I feel like even if that was true, he does it better than a lot of people. Lane's name showed up in a series of Craigslist ads last year, recruiting people to act as fans at Dr. Malik shows scheduled in Toronto, New York City, Houston, Los Angeles, and Seattle in exchange for hundreds of dollars. The postings promised that some big special guest, Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, French Montana, will be at the shows. In the end, not in the zit sense, only the New York City show took place, and another in Oakland, California. None of the fans were paid, and Lanez did not appear. Can you imagine that? Hey, Tory Lanez, and I'm going to pay you. None of the fans were paid, and Lanez did not appear. Gabertai told Motor a deal could be struck for Lanez's verse without a formal agreement. Yeah, just give me the cash, man. When Motor insisted that there be a contract, Gabertai said he had nothing written because I'm like a no headache type guy. So I'm not going to sign anything. Just give me the $3,000 and trust me, bro. Motor said he suspected almost immediately he was being scammed. I was first skeptical when he told me the price, he recalled, but I knew something was up for sure. When he said no contracts, that's a huge red flag. I bought verses and done shows in the past with bigger name artists, so I know that everything needs to be on paper before any music business gets done. Motor drafted a bogus 1-page agreement with gibberish like either party is amped to not receive their end of the deal as a test. Gabertai responded, really nice contract, well wrote, and signed it Malik S. on June 29th. Oh, so he signed it. Malik S. Let's see. 2 portions of a contract Malik Gabertai signed as Malik Sandoval, so you can't even hold him to it because he's using a fake name. What Gabertai really wanted, though, was cash. He was so anxious for Motor to transfer funds to him via Zelle or Apple Pay that at one point in the conversation, he offered to take half up front. Uh-oh, this sounds like some Zoot stuff. I'll take half up front and the other half after Lanez finished recording his verse, which Gabertai claimed Lanez would complete quickly because he usually takes 30 minutes max. When Motor stalled, Gabertai wrote, if you can come up with 1,000 ASAP, bro, I can at least send to him and have him record, and I'll risk the 2,000 that you'll pay. The next day, Gabertai messaged Motor and said he wanted 1,500 via Zelle. Later, he asked for 1,000 via Apple Pay. Motor never sent any funds, smart, but did send a copy of a song to a Gmail address, blah, 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 blah. He said, like me, blah, 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 a bad rap. Dr. Malik was exposed last year for allegedly getting dozens of people to buy tickets to his shows in Oakland and New York City by promising to both reimburse them and pay them hundreds of dollars to pretend to be his fans. He denied that he's involved in the scam. Yeah, you wouldn't do that. Wait, iHeartRadio reported that he falsely promoted himself as the special guest of a 50 Cent show and claimed he had a sold-out show in London in March. During their online investigation, Motor asked Gabertai about the iHeartRadio investigation. Gabertai replied, LMAO, some hater fake article when I was on tour, nonsense article back when I went on tour, making stuff up from a guy whose daughter got piped in Toronto, got lawyers on it. Yeah, those lawyers are taking care of business. The author of the article does not have a daughter. Oh, yeah, he's saying his daughter got piped. That's why he wrote the article, because he was mad. It's like he banged his daughter or something like this, so the guy wrote the article about him. But the guy doesn't even have a daughter. Oh, it's not like this guy makes up stuff left and right. But despite being called out by Motor, Gabartai continued to try to get cash from him. He's like obsessed with just give me $1,000, man. He said he accused him of acting real corny. All right. So anyway, we got an idea of this guy now. So yeah, just reading that. If you read that article and say all that stuff, you are doxing him, and he will look up your wife's phone number and post that everywhere, and post your home address, and start getting you harassed and stalked by his little like idiot followers that he probably pays to watch his live streams.
I can't believe you not only doxed Malik, but you doxed that modder guy as well. I mean, you just said his full name on
Oh my goodness!
this stream. This is such shameful behavior here. But tomorrow we get to see a TikTok video of from that Minnesota modder guy telling the story in his own words. I mean, that was his words, but that was, an interview. So I did find one thing very interesting in that article, though, that he apparently staged a radio interview. Like he pretended he was interviewed at a radio. So he has experience faking interviews, which is
wait, ooh,
a little interesting.
Experience faking interviews. That is interesting to know. Huh. I wonder where that skill might come in handy, him faking interviews.
Hey, Malik, I have a challenge for you. Review my music on your channel and then ask your audience which one is better, mine or yours.
Yeah, that's a challenge, Malik. Play your favorite songs and then play a couple of AP songs and let your fans decide who's a better rapper or a better musician.
Once you do that, the second challenge is I challenge you to a rap battle. How about that?
There we go. All right, we'll take these couple super chats and then we'll get back. We got more videos, guys. We're going to go through some more videos. Ordered a free Quran from Uthman's One Message Foundation a month ago. It just came in. Thank you, Sheikh Ibn Footnote, taking this to the pew-pew range. Drop all the ripped pages over Dar al-Islam. On Quranderwear, what verse gets the skid marks? It should have built-in skid marks. Yeah, but it's like skid marks, but it's a verse of the Quran. What verse would be I'd go with 65:4 or something like that. Edible Quranderwear. Nasty. Someone please fry bacon in the shape of 99 names. That can be done. iHeartRadio Canada based. Yeah, they exposed that nonsense. Biz idea. Quran's fortified with 19 vitamins and minerals. There you go. You can have Quran for breakfast. Doctor, my prophets was sprung a leak. Yes, my prophet's butt sprung a leak. Good evening, brothers. Even rebuking should be with dignity and respect. What do you mean there? What do you mean? You're quoting First Peter 3:13-17, which is about responding people to ask you who are and it's in a state where you're being persecuted and who ask you for a reason for the hope that you have. And it says, do this with gentleness and respect. What does that have to do with people who are behaving horribly and you're making them stop? Is that the same situation? What if it's people who are leading others astray in religious matters? If you want to know what happens there, you might want to look at Jesus and the scribes and Pharisees. And so, brutal rebuke, brutal open rebuke. And if you go through the rest of the Bible, open mockery quite frequently. And that's the pattern you see, by the way, guys. The people who are on the receiving end, not in the Zut sense, but who are on the receiving end of just brutal rebuke, mockery, and so on, you go throughout the Bible, Old Testament or New Testament, are people who are oppressors, false prophets, and people who are religious leaders who are leading other people astray. Those are the people who are just brutally mocked, Old Testament, New Testament. You take the Apostle Paul. When people were compromising the gospel, the Judaizers in Galatians, they're talking about, hey, if you want to follow Jesus, you have to be circumcised. In other words, you have to convert to Judaism, and then you can follow Christ. What did Paul say? I wish they'd go all the way and castrate themselves. He's saying, cut off all your junk. If you think that gets you closer to God, chop it all off. Is that dignity and respect? I think it is, because I think that's doing what's appropriate in that situation. When you had Elymas the sorcerer, who's just trying to interfere with Paul preaching the gospel to someone, what does Paul say? He says, you son of the devil, you enemy of all righteousness, right? That's not nice. Jesus with the scribes and Pharisees, he mocks them. That's New Testament. You go Old Testament. I mean, like Elijah and the prophets when they're making fun of people, making false gods and so on. Yeah, be careful.
Jesus should have been more respectful.
Yeah, in other words, be careful if you take a verse that applies in a situation and then you apply it to all situations, because if you do that, all of a sudden you condemn Jesus and Paul and Peter, who you're quoting here, and everyone in the Old Testament, and God. I mean, thank God when Israel and Judah were going astray and falling after false gods and so on. What did he say? He said you're like a woman who's lusting after giant donkey's genitals. So is that dignity and respect there? Interesting. Anyway, yeah, be careful how you apply scripture. Make sure you apply it accurately. Quran toilet paper, I'm still waiting. 1 ply is okay. It'd be funny 2 ply. Even if Islam is true, I wouldn't become Muslim. Allah is not a God worth worshiping. Stop saying la nez. Wait, now you're saying it's lens. People were saying it's Lanes. I don't know who to believe. Tory Lanez is currently in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Really? That's weird. Why would anyone shoot her? This was big news in Canada. I had no idea it was the same guy, barely doxing when pretty much all of Canada knew about it. Yeah, everyone knows about this. Hey, he doxed me because he pointed it out. Now I can send an army of people after his wife. Good luck with that, buddy. May Saint Michael defend you and protect you all by God's power. Guard you all from all evil. Amen.
Amen.
Try Moe's Zoot Juice. It's goat fortified. Nasty. Malik will be cellmates with Diddy in prison.
All right. Just want to point out here, the job is finished. The only thing left here is the shell of this stupid book.
That is the best Quran I've ever seen in my entire life.
I know, the contents are amazing. I look at it and I don't see a single stupid thing in it because there's nothing in it. That's interesting, right? Mm-hmm. Except for one thing, which is the text that says book for pedos.
AP has massively improved the Quran.
Since there's no Quran in here anymore, there's no longer a book for pedos. So I guess we can now rip this up as well.
What?
With the
picture?
Text of it.
Oh, no, he finally had the perfect Quran and then he ripped it up. Wow.
Oh, no. Anyway, I'll just make a new one.
A couple more, and then we're getting back to the videos. Takia fails concert crowd. A win for the hearing. Yeah, that's got cancel that concert. That's got a pound of Tannerite. Quran comes Tuesday. Boom. Tannerite. That's the explosive stuff. Remember that, AP? Mm-hmm. You shoot it and it explodes. Yeah. Idea for Quran desecration, adding an al-Zut surah to a copy of the Quran and say that it's proof the Quran has been changed and therefore Islam is false. That is good enough to screenshot there. We're gonna add something to the Quran and then we can say it's been corrupted. Wow, and I thought my past was embarrassing. I feel better now. Thanks, Malik. Love you, bro. Hey, you finally helped someone, Malik, besides us destroy your religion. That life story sounds just like Junior's. Lol. Many men wish death upon, yeah. Let's see. Malik is a Heartsabox secret agent. Faking interviews. Does this person by chance operate any daycare centers in Minnesota? Probably. I'd like to buy a scholarship for Malik to the Quality Leering Center so that he can learn to spell. He does need to go to the Quality Leering Center. Are we saving ripped pages for Zut Day confetti? Ooh, that would be good. We have a International Zut Remembrance Day. If Islam's Allah is real, I'd go to hell gladly. And Malik Stein gonna start promoting Arts of Boxes. Yep, he is. All right.
So is it true, David, that you also go by David Segara and that you at some point were selling tacos in the streets?
Yeah. Here's what's funny, right? So you look at him, he has all these other names and he always uses all these fake names. And what does he accuse me of? Using fake names. I bet he uses fake names.
Segara.
I bet he uses fake names because that's what he does. What a dork. Oh, what an epic dork. All right, Thaddeus, our next video looks short. It just says rapper.
Yep. So I took it. It would have been better right after what he was saying about God Logic's wife, but he's saying basically God Logic wife used to pose with not a lot of clothes on, so she is community property. She's our wife now. So I picked up one of his music videos at random, and I muted it just because of copyright reasons, but also to save your ears. But I put the lyrics up on the screen so we can see what the kind of lyrics he has been writing and the kind of videos he was recording.
And just so you know, Malik, your book is ours now. This book is ours now. We own it. We literally own it.
It is our property.
Okay,
And
so here we have.
whatever I want to do to my property, I do it. I don't ask you.
Mm-hmm. We don't ask for your permission, sport. All right, here's the short clip from one of his Grammy Award-winning rap videos. what a loser. Oh, wait, do you have the lyrics down there? Did you add lyrics?
Yeah.
Wait, you
Yes,
typed
so
in all
I
these
put
lyrics?
some of the lyrics.
Why'd you
Yes,
freeze
I
on
did.
this girl's boobs? Oh, I froze on it. Sorry. Hang on. We'll actually read the lyrics. I won't play this. I will scroll through it so we can read the lyrics. I'm hooked on your body. It's safe to say we going get X-rated, not PJ. I'm hooked. Is this Lily J with him? I'm hooked on your body. It's safe to say we're going to get X-rated. Oh, you already said that. Let's misbehave. I know you want to misbehave. I know you want to take it slow. AP has way better lyrics than that in any song he has AI make.
I know you.
And
wanna
he
miss
repeats
me,
all these
I know
things
you
like
wanna-
3
I know you wanna
times.
take it
Oh, he's
slow.
saying it over and over again. I was like, is he talking really slow?
Yeah.
Hey, look, they're in the bar. Look, they're in a bar because it says bar down at the end of this table in someone's kitchen. Let's misbehave. I know you want to take it slow, blah, blah. Yeah, heaven between your legs. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. Yo, my name's Malik. I know you want it. Look, they're in the bar, guys. They're in the bar. They couldn't even get a real bar. They couldn't even go into a bar and say, "Hey, we'll give you $100 if you let us record in your bar."
And in the bedroom there as well.
Yeah, your
Well, I guess
ponytail.
the couch, actually.
Yeah, he probably with this girl. He's like, "Yo, be in my music video. I'll give you $5,000." And never paid her. Your ponytail. I'm pulling on it. She from the city. She like it rough, like Muhammad on the night of Al Zut. Hey, what's this song about? Hey, maybe he's singing about Al Zut there. Pulling
Maybe.
on it. Yes,
Maybe.
the Zut were like, "Yo, Momo, we like your ponytail. We pulling on it when we bang you all night long because you like it rough." All right. So that's I guess that was to point out that what that girl's everyone's
Yeah, I
property
mean,
now.
Were
yeah,
those the
they're
actual
a
lyrics that
little
you just wrote
possessive,
down?
the lyrics, right? They're like, you belong to me. I'll take it whether you want it or not. I mean, they're not necessarily out of the ordinary for the kind of music he's making. But nonetheless, I just thought I'd point out the hypocrisy, right? Because he's saying, because Mrs. God Logic goes with not.
Uh-oh. You guys both froze for a second, so I'm guessing that
We didn't freeze. It was you.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was my internet because you both froze simultaneously. So you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're back to normal? Okay, good. What were we just saying?
Yeah, I was just pointing out the hypocrisy because he's saying because someone did something in the past that she's his property now.
She looks like
Muslim
she looks like she's a teenager posing, posing in a bikini or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, AP? Before Thaddeus rudely cut you off? I think he's listening to a song, probably listening to some crap songs. All right, Thaddeus, what do we got next?
So we
this
got
is
Malik's
called prediction. Prediction. This is a short one too.
Prediction of what? Yeah, it's this before he goes through any of the stuff. This is his prediction of the long-term outcome of his actions.
Oh, so he's the tactical genius is predicting where all this is heading.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see how accurate he is, guys, and maybe I'll do a little poll, not in the Warner sense, but I'll do a little poll. Let's see what this is.
Right? So, chat, remember, everything he says is going to be Mossad agent. Oh, he's doing this and that. No, Malik's a real certified LA guy who's going to give it to you the way that you asked for it, David.
Not in the Zoot sense.
And
man.
David, your whole crew, one by one, is going to back out.
Whoa,
I
whoa.
promise you,
Hang
your
on,
crew is not going to.
My whole crew is going to back out over what? hang on. Let's go back. So, guys, he's saying my whole crew is going to back out. My whole crew's going to back out. So they're going to
We'll go over the stuff that he reveals later. Right?
Okay, so what's coming up is going to make my whole crew. So that's AP, that's Thaddeus. Who we got? Who we got? We got Jai, we got DOC, we got Mary.
I mean, first, he actually doesn't know who I am, but he will after today, I'm sure. But yeah, apparently Sam Shamoon is part of your crew, so he clearly knows nothing about you. Inspiring Philosophy, AP, let's see, God Logic. He's obsessed with God Logic. God Logic is by far his favorite guy. He's absolutely, you could say, potentially sexually obsessed with God Logic. He's constantly talking about him. The stream that was about you, right, exposing you, like a third of it was about God Logic, believe it or not. But in any case, God Logic's definitely on the list. Jai and Daughter Christ were listed. A guy called Word and I was listed. So he knows your crew.
So he's predicting that because of what he's going to show and expose me for. Okay, let's just go ahead and play it. We'll let him say it. It's only 30-some seconds.
I think he actually gives the list here in a second.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, let's check this out. Okay, I'll start it over.
Right? So, chat, remember, everything he says is going to be Mossad agent. Oh, he's doing this and that. No, Malik's a real certified LA guy who's going to give it to you the way that you asked for it, David.
You need to not use
and
that
David,
language, dude.
Your whole crew, one by one.
Look, man, you need to not talk about giving it to people when literally everything you talk about before this is Warner getting banged in the butt and all of you guys, running trains on girls and stuff like that. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you like Muhammad got it, and like the Zut gave it to Muhammad. It's like, dude, shut up. All right, here we go.
Certified LA guy who's gonna give it to you the way that you asked for it, David. And David, your whole crew, one by one, is gonna back out. I promise you, your crew is not going to be behind you, David.
Now it's my crew's behind me, dude.
I'm not getting behind David. Hey, we're not into that.
Hey, Malik, is your crew behind you? Your whole Zoot crew behind you, like the Zoot were behind Muhammad. Let's back this up. Not in a Zoot sense.
And David, your whole crew, one by one, is going to back out. I promise you, your crew is not going to be behind you, David.
Promise, guys.
They're not going to be behind you because this is just light today. After this girl gives her story, David, it's over for you.
It's
over.
over.
The news tabloids are in here. Everybody.
Wait a minute. So he already gave the interview. So after he already gave the interview, which he did the other day, my whole crew is going to turn their backs on me, according to him. Let me back this up.
They're not going to be behind you because this is just light today. After this girl gives her story, David, it's over for you. The news tabloids are in here. Everybody's in here. People are in here ready to make videos about you. It's going down.
Oh, it's going down. Not in the Zoot sense, but it's going down. All right. So that was his prediction, everyone. I got the poll out right now. So guys, we're about to go through what he shows in this interview. But he already posted it like 2 days ago or whatever. And so he's predicted my crew will abandon me. So will my crew, that's the poll, will my crew abandon me because Malik exposes me? Get everyone's predictions right now. All right. So we have everyone else's prediction. We have Malik's prediction. We're going to see who's right. All right, Thaddeus. So what's up next? Is it the interview?
Yeah. So we got the interview. So he had the whole thing voice changed, as we know. I left like the first, 20 seconds or so in the voice just so you can hear how ridiculous it is, how silly it sounds. And then after that, I also reversed it independently of Jai. It was not very difficult to do. These people are not exactly geniuses. It might not sound exactly like his because, again, we did it independently, so we used probably slightly different settings. But reversed it so you can hear the actual accent of this all-American girl from Virginia.
All right. So where'd it go? Here's the interview, guys. So if you're just tuning in, Malik, as soon as he declared war on me, suddenly found a girl from over 30 years ago, a woman now, but over 30 years ago, had her voice changed with a voice changer. Jai reduced it, as Thaddeus pointed out. Jai reversed it, and for some odd reason, she sounds Eastern European, even though she was growing up in Virginia, apparently, but found her, and now she's exposing what really happened, and this is what everyone is going to take super seriously. And everyone's going to use to expose me, and everyone's going to turn their backs on me. And he promised, guys, the guy who does nothing but scam people and lie promises that this is going to happen. So here we go. Let's hear it.
Why would I not trust this guy?
Yeah, we listened to 2 minutes of it when I was live on Giant DOCs on Saturday, but have not heard the rest of it. So guess we're about to hear the shocking truth about David Wood, who's being exposed. You see it right there on the screen, guys. Exposed. Here we go.
So I appreciate you coming today and talking. Like I said, I don't want to do anything behind the back. I am live on TikTok with about 300 people right now.
Wait, he changed his own voice too? Is that him? Who is that?
Yeah, so I had some confusion as to how this would happen exactly. Apparently, she called him on the phone, and he put the phone in front of his microphone, so he had to change his voice and her voice as well.
Okay, all right. Tactical genius, guys. Tactical genius.
So I just wanted
300?
Yeah, yeah, don't be scared. 300 people.
300? Is it okay?
Yeah, and we all just kind of want to know what the heck happened with, obviously, the situation with David. Obviously, we reached out through, I don't want to name the person, but...
I do.
Right, so that's the
Give me name anyone. We reached out through this person.
He implies it's a relative of your wife several times.
How in the blue hell would any relative of my wife have any clue when I have no clue? Oh my goodness. Yes, oh yeah. My wife's cousin, she knows by magic. She's a psychic. What an idiot. These guys are the dumbest morons ever.
The real person is Central Dawa. Central Dawa set this up for sure.
Yep. Tactical geniuses we have here, guys. Here we go.
It's kind of something that I think a lot of people want to know, with this guy being popular on the internet and stuff.
Wait, why does voice go to normal?
Because the rest of it's normal. The rest of it's been reversed.
Oh, this is reversed. So it actually works. I was like, well, if you reverse it, does it actually sound like the real person? So you reversed it, and he sounds exactly correct. So reversing it does apparently work. It sounded exactly like him. Oh, yeah. Because
that is the evidence that it is accurate.
Yeah, I actually missed this stupid idiot, right? I mean, if you just changed her voice, and if you tried to change it back, you could say, well, you didn't change it accurately or something like that. But the fact that he changed both of their voices, and his now, once it's reversed, sounds exactly like him, that means we get to hear the real. I somehow missed that. So I knew Jai reversed it, and I was listening to it. I must have missed, like, okay, we know this is accurate, because I was thinking, how do you know it's accurate? Okay, here we go. So now we're going to hear her real voice, guys. This is a woman that, if I recall correctly, I was with for 8 months when I was out on bond in 1994 and 1995. And she also somehow knows that my name is not really David Wood, and later to be clarified that I am David Segura.
Yep, you're going to hear all that.
But I don't want to interrupt you too much. I kind of want you to tell the story. I have the voice changer on, as we said.
Not anymore.
You know, I don't want to. I want to confirm real quick. Were you paid for any of this, or did anybody tell you that you need to do this? Were you forced into this, or was it an organic reach out? I just want to make sure, because people are obviously going to be skeptical either way. You know.
No, nobody paid me for anything. This was 100% my decision to come out here.
She said she wasn't paid.
Does it sound like a Virginia girl, everyone who knows Virginia? And I am here.
But I do want to know, are you sure my information is safe, protected?
Yes. No, nobody knows anything about you. I never mentioned your name on the live. I never said anything about you. I just basically said what was already known, that at the time, apparently you were 13 years old and this man was 18 or 19. And basically, you know, it was one of those things where it's obviously statutory rape. Obviously, if you look at it from, you know, a law standpoint, you know.
Not in Virginia, buddy. Turns out grape is only forcible in Virginia. It's called carnal knowledge in Virginia. So
there's nothing like that. So anyway, I'll let you kind of tell the story of what you remember.
Oh, and people are saying that's Cora.
Yeah. So in the chat, in his chat, people are constantly saying it's Cora.
No, I'm saying people are saying it here.
Nope. Yeah. Well, that's what the people suspected, even with the voice changer on. I don't know if that's actually true, whether it's Cora or not. I mean, people can, of course.
We cannot verify or not that, because I have no clue who Cora is. So no idea, guys. No idea.
Who's Cora?
The claim was, as soon as even with the voice changer, as soon as he started saying it, people started going, "That's Cora. That's Cora. That's Cora." While even with the voice changer, no, it's not Cora. It's someone else we magically found. All right, here we go.
And hold on one second. Let me just tell the chat something. Chat, this is not Cora on the Cora's in the chat, yo. Can you stop? Can you stop being silly? Anyway, sorry. My chat is saying it sounds like somebody that we have online, but it's okay.
Weird how they have someone online with them and who watches their shows, and suddenly they get someone on and it sounds just like Cora, and everyone says, "Hey, that's Cora." Weird.
Go ahead. Go start wherever you want to start. I don't want to. Obviously, it's a tough thing. I don't want to like knock your flow. So just go ahead.
Okay, so it was about 30 years.
It's people saying it's Cora from Virginia. Hang on, let me find that one. I'll just leave that up there. Oh boy.
Notice what he keeps saying, like, you know, I don't want to interrupt you. I don't want to ask you leading questions. Just keep that in mind as the interview goes on.
Yeah, where'd that go?
So pay attention to her accent, and not just her accent, but also their like phrases that aren't really what I would say is, you know, a normal native speaker way of phrasing things in this. There's a few words she mispronounces.
Someone said, Cora Seguera. Oh, guys, these guys are so stupid, man. Here we go. All right.
Ago, I was 13, going on to 14 years old, and I met a man who was around 18 or 19 at the time.
And out on bond.
His name was David, but his last name is not Wood. That I know for sure.
For sure.
His name was not David. It was not David Wood. And I know for sure. So guys, this is where they screwed up. You could got someone on there and not given that detail.
What stupidity, man. You
like
guys
I remember
are so
like
dumb.
Yeah, Jai said she says that I was an alcoholic. So like I could say, well, during that time, I didn't touch a drop. I wouldn't take a sip of alcohol at that time. But I couldn't, there's no way for me to prove that. I can prove my name is David Wood pretty darn easily, but this idiot, he thinks my real name is David Seguera because he looked it up on Google and found at the residence there's a David Seguera, and oh, this is the real David. He's using a fake name. Oh, so stupid. You know what's funny? Jake, the Muslim metaphysician, fell completely for this. He was meant, really? Yeah, why are you ignoring this and blah, blah, blah. Why did you do that to that girl when she's screaming, no, why? Idiot.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure where the wood came from, but
I'm not sure. Well, it came from my father, whose name was David Wood, and his father before him. His father was named Merle Wood, and so on. That's where the Wood name came from.
His name was David, but his last name is not Wood. That I know for sure. I'm not sure where the wood came from.
Made up later.
I met him when I was around 13, 14. And
Where did you meet him?
I just met him in the neighborhood. It was in Virginia.
Okay.
And I just don't want to disclose too much information because then it puts my identity in, you know. So
You're putting the story out there. Okay.
I met him around in Virginia, and we became very close very quickly. He actively pursued me for a very long time.
A very long time.
We
a lot
were.
of just for the record, guys.
Does anybody think that sounds like David?
Yeah. Hang on. I just wanted to point out I have never once in my life pursued anyone for a very long time. Ever.
That's exactly what I mean. Like, does anybody actually believe that? Seriously?
Oh my God. But notice that again, that's something that I could say it and anyone who knows me would know that, but that's not something I could prove. And this dude is such a moron. He finds David Seguera on there. And so he works it into the script and that derails everything.
Yeah, I think he actually thought that was his grand proof that this was a real testimony because he had discovered that that wasn't your real name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to say it, and then people are going to question it, and then he's going to say the next day, "Oh, I've discovered that she wasn't lying. That he
we
actually
just discovered
did change
this.
his name."
We just discovered this. His name is actually David Seguera. Oh my goodness, that fits perfectly with what she said the day before. The case cracker. Now everyone's going to leave David. No, everyone's going to know you're a stupid idiot liar. And here's I always bring this up with Dawa. Like they become obsessed with just appeasing their stupid idiot fans who are all the product of 40 generations of first cousin marriage. And so you can say any idiotic thing and they're too stupid to realize it. And they don't realize how it looks to everyone else around them who are like, dude, you're a lying scumbag and you're a moron if you thought this was going to work. That's what actually happens, but they just keep doing it anyway because they're in an echo chamber of their stupid followers. Oh, here we go.
Wait, sorry to interrupt. So, not to age. I know you never ask a woman her age, but are you saying like you're in your 40s now?
I'm 43 years old. I'm going on. Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure because I'm just trying to time it up. I think the chat wants to do the math just to make sure it just makes sense. So this was a while ago.
No, it was yesterday.
It was in 1996, 1997, around that time. We were.
I was in prison 1996, 1997, guys.
Together for about 6.
The sad thing is he actually knows when you're in prison because he has the prison record.
You can't even get the script right. You can't even get the script right, you dummy.
8 months.
So was this a relationship? To make sure it just makes sense. So this was a while ago.
Yeah, no, it was in 1996, 1997, around that time.
In prison?
We were together for about 6 to 8 months.
Little side note, before I was locked up, I was never with anyone 6 or 8, what'd she say, 8 months? Never with it. Not 6 weeks, guys, never. I'd get really bored with people real quick, like.
So was this a relationship, or how did a 13-year-old meet like a older man like that? Like where like how did that happen?
Well, he pursued me. It was a larger friend group, and he was always actively pursuing.
He was always active. I have.
Everybody knows very well that David is a romantic guy who really just fixates on one person and then is very much emotionally involved and all that. Everybody knows that about if you know one thing about David, I'm sure you know that David is very personally invested in people's affairs and all that. And wow, man,
powerful man.
13-year-old meet like a older man like that. Like where like how did that happen?
Well, he pursued me. It was a larger friend group, and he was always actively pursuing me. I was a child who was unfortunately very much neglected. My parents did not really care what I was doing, and I found that David did care what I was doing, and I was very naive. I was very young. Right.
When you think of David, you think of caring. More specifically, when you think of an 18-year-old David Wood out on bond after bashing his dad's skull in with a hammer, going to a mental hospital, and then sort of almost accidentally getting out on bond because they didn't have the paperwork when I went for arraignment, and so they let me out on a cheap bond and I get out on bond. Yeah, when you think of that guy, you think of extremely caring and nurturing.
I have to say something like this sounds like I'm part of the David Wood cult here now, but anybody of us who knows David, anybody who has known David for a little while, who has met up with David a few times, can tell you with certainty, and anybody who is faced with this dumb claim, this dumb depiction of David, will just laugh, because nobody believes for a second that David would actually be interested or personally obsessed with a person for longer than 2 seconds or anything like that. David wouldn't care. David wouldn't care. Nobody believes that. Okay, the last thing that David would do is to actually so much care about a girl or so much care about a person and be like all worried about it and be like, hey girl, hey, I really like you. Please get back to me. Please don't leave me hanging here.
Yeah.
Please, I love you. You are so beautiful. David, are you?
I'll be your
serious?
daddy. I'll be your daddy because I'm so nurturing. You come from a bad background, but I come from a great background where everyone is nurturing.
Viewed him as somebody who's older than me and wanted the best for me. So
I always wanted the best for everyone back then. Guys, when I was 18, if there was a button that would have killed every person on the planet, I would have pushed it. But he always just wanted the best for me.
I gave into it. He
I wore her down
pursued
with my
me for
love.
months at a time.
I pursued her for months at a time, guys. Months at a time I pursued her.
David was walking around. He was following her and he was like, hey, baby, I know the world is bothering you. I care so much about you. I think about you day and night. I just want you to be good. I couldn't sleep last night because I kept thinking about you.
I just can't stop thinking about you, girl. I just want to spend my life with you. Oh, my goodness.
to do things that were inappropriate, but I did not want to because at the time I was still a virgin. I was only 13 years old. He was very experienced. He was telling me that when we do it, he won't hurt me. He will make sure that it stays a secret. And that is actually one of the reasons why I decided to come out and speak about it.
Well,
It's because I saw it.
So like,
Yes.
yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I was saying, like, the way it was explained, at least by him online, was that you were, and I'm sorry to be graphic.
By who? David Wood? The way it was explained by who? David Wood? Because
Yeah, by you.
this isn't David Wood here. Anyway.
Here, but he was basically saying you were a big, had big boobs and thick thighs, and that you were kind of like going on to him. So he kind of at the time was in and out of jail, and he kind of just did it like that. Was that like how it went down? Were you in love with him crazily, or was that not the story? We just want to know, just for kind of the purposes of understanding.
So I was not. Have I ever been? That was actually the thinnest I've ever been in my entire life.
The thinnest?
At the time I was speaking, yes. So I was 13 years old. But he is sort of correct. When I was younger, he did start pursuing me first. But, then that grew an obsession for me because I was 13 years old and I had a 19-year-old talking to me. So
No, 19.
I started going back and I wanted him. But then when things got serious and sexual, that's when I withdrew myself from the situation. And that's when everything happened.
Wait, so, okay.
Unfortunately.
I mean, obviously it's a long time ago now, but over the years, did any of this affect you, or did you just move on? Like, what did you like? How did it? Was it a one-time thing and goodbye, or was it like how did it exactly end?
It ended very badly because I did find out that he had other relationships. And we just ended things very abruptly. This did affect me throughout my entire life. It
She's
made
been
it very
traumatized.
difficult for me to hold long-term relationships.
Oh, she's been messed up her entire life from this imaginary thing with David Seguera. He said he wanted to treat me like a piñata because that's his heritage. Oh, gosh. Tactical genius, man. Malik, dude.
I did not get married until very late in my life.
Because of me.
I've been married for 6 years now, so you can do the math for
6
how
years?
long.
Because of the trauma.
Yes.
And you're 40,
And
so
the one
like you got
thing,
married.
the one
in-
43.
thing that I remember so much, because back then I was little and I was 13, and at first I didn't have very big boobs. I was skinny and all that, but of course I'm a regular trailer park girl in West Virginia, and then also was there at that point, yeah. And this is what people speak like when they are from that area, from West Virginia and Virginia, and there. I was often hungry because I was like skinny and all that. But David Seguera, he was a taco seller, and he would say, "I care about you so much, little girl. You look very hungry. I give you taco for free." And I was like, I really loved this, so this made me love him very much because of the tacos.
Yes.
And I still
met
remember those
David in the
tacos.
Mexican restaurant where he worked with his whole family who are all Mexican.
He made the best tacos. I can tell you right now, he made the best tacos. This is why I'm always conflicted about the whole history of this.
And he came out with he wooed me with the maracas, and then he danced, and then he would dance.
I was such a pendejo. I don't know.
Oh,
Small thing,
So
but
you got
notice how
married
she
in your
says,
late-
I was
What's that?
13, like every other sentence. I was 13. I was 13. I was 13. I was 13. Yeah, I was 13. But David was 18. David was 19. David was 18 or 19. David was 19.
30s?
Yes. And that is because I was very traumatized. I was somebody who was cheated on. And I was also somebody.
she got cheated on when she was 13, and this traumatized her so much that she didn't get married until she was in her 30s. Gotcha, guys.
Was pursued by an older man who forced himself onto me.
Forced myself.
So hold on. So David.
Wait. What?
Forced himself.
Yeah.
How? Wait a minute. She contradicted the whole script. That's not what happened. Even according to their script, that's not what happened. Even they admit that's not what happened.
Well, no, I apparently pursued her for months, and then I'm like, I can't wait any longer. I have to force myself upon you now.
I will give you tacos if you let me do it.
I've been sitting here feeding you tacos every day for 4 months, and you haven't given me anything in return. No.
I gave you 50 tacos for free. You have to let me do it.
You do eventually describe the so-called encounter, just so you know.
Right.
We'll eventually describe that. But the story is very inconsistent, right? And the reason it's the way, that's why, my opinion, but that's why Malik keeps jumping in. It's because he's like, you're not saying what you're supposed to be saying. I got to tell you what you're supposed to be saying, right? Because he says, I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm not going to interrupt you. But then as soon as she's like saying something that he doesn't like, he interrupts and asks a leading question, right? I just got to say this. Did you have big boobs or not? Right? Like that question is not remotely relevant. And any real person.
No, I was very skinny. And he said, I will fatten you up with tacos. And then he gave me a bunch of tequila and got me drunk with the tequila and tacos.
He got the best fajitas.
So it wasn't you pushing onto him. He forced himself onto you.
Yes, because when I did not want to lose my virginity or do anything with him yet. I wanted to wait until I was older, but he kept on pursuing me until one night me and him were alone, and that's when everything happened. I kind of blacked out a little bit because I was very scared. I didn't know what was going on. I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
it was a very scary moment for me. And he had spent months trying to get me alone with him.
Months.
I have to
So
say
this,
something.
What's that?
So aside from the whole funny idea of David Seguera pursuing this girl and saying, "Hey, shawty, I'll give you tacos. Let me get into your taco." That whole thing aside, this is just, you know, it's really messed up that this is a really dark, messed up story, and they are just completely making it up, right?
It's yeah.
Completely
So
make-
this is tactical genius Malik going, oh, David thinks he's gonna use all the stuff I said when I snitched on the Dawa guys, and he thinks he's gonna use that. No, I'll show him. I'll start attacking God Logic's wife. Oh no, now David's ripping up the Quran. Well, I'll teach him. I'll come up with the most brilliant story ever, and this will be the proof. And again, Jake, the Muslim metaphysician, like was messaging me. Oh, why? Oh my goodness! How dare you? How dare you do this? Giant morons. And anyone who falls for this is like beyond stupid. David Seguera.
this happened like months in, type of thing.
Yes, it was not like the first meeting where it happened. It took him a very long time to get me and to pursue me.
Okay.
That's how I rolled back then.
Wow.
That was pretty much it. It was a very disgusting encounter. I don't know what other questions you might have about the
I'm looking here at the list, and
situation. I'm open to answering them so long as they don't you know, involve like the exact details of what happened that night, because I don't feel like it is appropriate for me to disclose in front of 300 people.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Would you mind if other people ask, like I have a friend that is kind of helping me understand the case, like this situation too, but do you mind taking questions from other people, or would you prefer it's just me? The people that I would let you talk to are very polite. They're not people who are rude or will do anything sideways. Would you be okay with just taking a couple questions from them, just so it's not just
they
me
don't
and
want to
you
do
talking?
anything sideways like Muhammad on the night
Of
of our
course, that's fine. But please tell them to keep it appropriate.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Nobody's gonna
As
say
we
anything
agreed.
bad. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna
One
mute
day came
you
on to
real
me
quick.
and
So
said,
just
"Baby,
don't go
shawty,
anywhere,
let me
please. Okay?
kid."
Just give me one.
David looked lovingly into her eyes and said, I want to give you my taco flavored kisses. That's that South Park thing. Taco flavored kisses. This is powerful. This guy's a genius, man. This guy's a genius. Hang on. David, subdue her with tacos and burritos.
And ecstasy, as we're about to hear.
Oh, yeah. There. Let's hear this.
Okay.
Okay, chat. Central, come up. Central, come up now. Hold on. By the way, is Corey?
Central is your guy. I was wondering. I knew Central had something to do with this, but that's just funny. All right, here we have Central Dawa. Central Dawa. So guess what, guys? We know Central Dawa conspired with Malik to do this ridiculous thing. So they worked on this together.
In here, because they keep saying it's Cora. Cora, come up if you're here real quick. Where's Cora? Chat, share the live to Cora real quick. Wallahi, it's not Cora, bro. You guys are
Wallahi.
Wallahi, bro, I'm so upset hearing her story right now. Yo, Central, go easy on her, okay?
Yeah, I just have one question. That's it.
All right, here. All right, hello, can you hear me?
Are you there? Hello?
I'm here. Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Here's my friend. His name's C. He goes by C. He wants to ask you a couple things. Let me see. Can you hear? C, can you say something?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So
Taco Kia Tuesday. Taco Kia Tuesday.
obviously, this is something that David said, like, of his own accord on YouTube Live, but he never really explained to us what happened. So I'm not asking specifically what happened during the altercation. I'm not saying it did happen. I'm not taking either side here. My only
I'm just being completely neutral in this obviously staged interview.
question is, why did the police not get involved? How did he get his way out of that?
Well, he ran across the border, and police said that they could not locate him back home in Mexico because his cartel family were just too powerful. The Sequeras were way too powerful in Mexico.
Hope everything is good, and yeah, that's the only question that I have.
Did you hear her question? His question?
Yes, I did. So the way that everything happened was that he spent months trying to get us to be alone in a private area, and I finally obliged. We were
Wait,
in his
how
room,
long?
What?
and
How long did you apparently try to get her to be alone?
Months.
She said months earlier. Yeah. Let's see. I rewound it a little
what
bit.
happened was that he spent months trying to get us to be alone in a private area, and I finally
Again, guys, I have never pursued anyone for months.
obliged.
Months
We
to be
were
alone.
in his room, and
Wait. She just said we were in my room, right?
Yeah, your room. Uh-huh.
Okay. And this was over a period of months. So it was like months that I pursued her, and then still months after that we were together. So she should be able to point out that room, right? I mean, it's a regular thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And notice this is an answer to the question, why didn't you go to the police? Right?
Yeah,
He
okay.
specifically said, I don't want you to talk about that night. Why didn't you go to the police? And then she starts talking about what happened that night.
Okay, here we go.
what happened
Totally
was
natural.
that, I was sitting on his bed, and he slowly started reaching up my skirts, and
Skirts.
started touching
Skirts.
me, and I kept on telling him.
What?
Skirts.
Oh yeah, up our skirts. He started
Yes,
reaching up
plural.
my skirts. My
Very,
skirts.
very standard English there, right?
I had my
Very standard
skirts on.
English.
And he reached up all my skirts, all the ones that I had on. Skirt 1, skirt 2, skirt 3. He wouldn't stop there. Skirt 4, skirt 5. He kept going. Skirt 6.
Reaching up your skirt? I just want to make sure.
Yes. He was reaching up my skirt, and he kept on touching me, and I kept on telling him to stop touching me.
But I wouldn't. Monster.
He fondled me. He, grabbed me in places that are very inappropriate, say. But he grabbed my breasts. He told me to be quiet. He told me not
I
to
said, shut up.
make any noise. And he told me that
I said, you gotta shut up, girl, or I'm gonna beat you like a piñata.
Dude, stop it.
I
You don't have to. You don't have
would
to.
do this if I loved him.
I know you're getting emotional.
And-
You're getting. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I see you can reserve, calm yourself a bit. Sean. I don't want you to
Just calm
get
down.
too much into detail if it's gonna
Calm down. Focus on the script.
bother you. Okay.
Okay.
Just, you don't have. I don't think he wanted that much
The
detail.
reason why.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
So the gentleman, he asked me why I never decided to go to the police.
Yeah.
And it was because
I
I
just
was
got a
very
text
young at the
message. I'm
time.
answering the wrong question.
Wait, what's that?
I just got a text message. I'm answering the wrong question. His actual
oopsie.
question was why I didn't go to the police. I'm sorry. I'm getting back on script.
Okay, I backed up a little bit. Let's see. Here, she's gonna explain why she didn't go to police.
I don't think he wanted that much
The
detail.
reason why.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
So the gentleman, he asked me why I never decided to go to the police.
Yeah.
And it was because I was very young at the time. I thought that having sex was wrong and that I would get in trouble. And not only that, I thought that,
I thought that if I went to police, they would say, well, you have to have 4 male witnesses of what happened, and you don't, so we will throw you in prison.
I would get him into a lot of trouble, and I really didn't want that, knowing that, he already had a lot of issues going on at home. He had issues with his family, and he had priors. So although he did do this to me, I did not want to get him into more trouble than he was already in. It
Very,
came from a
very
place
noble,
of care,
thoughtful.
but when I saw him on social media,
Wait, David.
speaking
David,
about-
wait. she said that David he had issues with his family at the time. This was when you were out on what? This is when you went to prison and when you were out on.
Yeah, this is when I was out
He
on
had some minor
bond.
issues.
Yeah, he had some
Minor
sort of
issues.
issues with his family.
And she describes that as at that point you having some issues with your family.
Yeah, had some issues. Had some. Yeah, everyone's got issues. Everyone's got issues. I had some issues too.
This way, it really triggered something in me, and I decided that I need to, speaking about me this way, it really triggered.
This is why she decided she finally had to come forward here.
Into more trouble than he was already in. It came from a place of care, but when I saw him on social media speaking about me this way, it really.
She finally, she was watching our live stream, guys, and she was like, "What? I can't believe he's talking about me like this."
Triggered something in me, and I decided that I need to speak up after all of these years, and I need to make a stand for myself.
So another thing that people are saying is, why now?
Yeah, she saw your live stream, right? Because apparently she's a fan of anti-Islamic material, right? She saw your live stream, saw the way she was described, and then she decided that she needed to finally speak up. And then no one said anything about it for months until Malik decided that he was going to speak at it. And for some reason, she knew about this random TikTok guy with like 2 followers.
Yeah.
But she didn't hear about the Roy's report or anything
not
like
from
that.
Julie Royce, not from all the people who are saying I need to step down and all the articles. Yeah, didn't decide to go any of those directions. She's like, you know, when I heard him talking like this, I'm like, I'm going to wait for the biggest failed rapper on the planet on his little TikTok Dawa channel. And that's where I want to go to expose this guy. That's what I came up with. Brilliant plan.
For many years, I did not want to do this because I was despite what happened, there was a romantic bond between us because of all the free food that David Seguera gave me. And for many years, I was a big fan of David Seguera, so I always followed his shows until he talked about me. And I thought I was very unfairly described, very, very unfairly described. He described me as a girl that looked very big and all that. I only got big because of all the tacos that he gave me for free. And this is why I decided to track down you guys on TikTok. And to also help you with your rap career and to expose all of this. But now I'm getting very emotional.
Alhamdulillah, can I convert to Islam now?
Versus like maybe before, not to invalidate in any way, just in a way of just like, I understand we reached out through, you know, obviously I don't want to say the person's name that got us in contact, but
say it. Come on, say it.
Why now
come on,
talk about it?
Go ahead, say it. Come on.
Hey,
come on, then.
Wait, is this Central speaking? The Central Dawa, or is that Malik?
Rewind it for a second. I think it was Malik, but
I understand we reached out through, you know, obviously I don't want to say the person's name that got us in contact, but
say it, dude. You have my permission.
Like,
wait, you'll dox it. Okay.
Why now talk about it? Versus
dude, you guys confused about it. She just told you, and you're like, okay, what's our next question on the script?
David, check the chat. There's somebody named Cora Seguera.
You know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I know you said that you thought you were going to get in trouble, but obviously as you got older, why speak up about it now?
Well, it was because I wanted it to be behind me. I did not want this to follow me for the rest of my life. It did follow me psychologically, but I never wanted it to be a court case or something that, you know, if somebody looks me up, they can see happened with me. It's very personal to me, and I never felt like I wanted to be in front of a judge or a jury. But since
here we have Cora Seguera, everyone. It's true, apostate prophet. He never stopped giving me tacos until I blacked out. It was scary. Jimmy Dean said, man, this does not sound like West Virginia. Well, to be fair, it wasn't. It was Virginia.
this man is going onto the internet and exposing intimate details that happened between him and I thought I should defend myself.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he
Gotta
only
defend
spoke
yourself.
about this about a month ago, and when we
month ago.
first spoke, you wasn't.
A month ago?
2.5, 3, 2.5.
Yeah,
3.
that's a while ago, because it was the Royce report broke when I was at EPS. That's like mid-November, and I'd said it before that. Okay, anyway.
Even
Yeah, about 3.
I don't think you understood
Yeah, just last month when he said it live.
how much it was, spoken about online. But the thing is that do you know that there's no statute of limitations for something like this, that you could still seek justice now?
Yeah, well, that is something that I am actively looking into.
Do it. Do it. Triple dog dare you. Triple dog dare you.
We can help you.
Preview for
I don't
tomorrow.
think that
Huh?
Preview for tomorrow. He swears over and over again that the police report is coming. If these
Awesome.
morons want to file a fake police report,
That would be fantastic, man.
That would
I
be
love
the
you.
most hilarious. I mean, can you guys, we're still in January. We're still in January of 2020. We're going to file a false police report. Cora's going to say that David, the Mexican who pretended his name is Wood later on social media. Oh gosh, guys, these are the dumbest of the dumb right here.
this should go to
We can help.
arrest and
We can help you with that.
They're going to help. They're all about helping victims get justice here.
They love helping.
I do know some people over there that can help you with that. Do you mind taking another?
You don't need any help. You can literally walk into a police station and report what happened and say, "This is David Wood," and they will ask you for information and take down your personal details. And then if things check out, they will call me in for questioning, and they'll be, sir, and we have it here that your name is not, in fact, David Wood. It is indeed David Sawera. That's going to go well, guys.
One more question from another friend. It will be. I know I told you I wouldn't keep it too long, but I just kind of want everyone, because the chat is definitely feeling. You're getting a lot of people in the chat saying nice things about you. So
She's so sweet.
please know that there's no one attacking you or judging you for this.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did put the voice changer on.
Good job,
like
buddy.
we agreed. I didn't want to
Jai literally had to push a button to reverse it.
backstab you or do it now, any differently. But
thank you.
no,
I appreciate that. I'm not exactly internet savvy, so
I know.
I'm trusting
Watching my
you
live
with
stream.
this.
No, I know, and I would never go against, no matter how much I want
I would never just snitch on you and blurt out all sorts of horrible things about you if you annoy me. I would never do that. I would never, not me. I'm so noble.
to be exposed. I didn't ever, do it at the sake of you, But do you mind taking another question real quick? B, if you want to go ahead and ask.
Hey, how's it going? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for being a brave and coming
Brave
out.
actress, Cora.
I know it's not easy doing that, and for this loser to come out and confess his guilt because he was being exposed.
Is that what happened?
yeah,
Wait,
that's
that's
what
not
happened,
what
David.
There was no exposing me for being a jerk or something like that. Oh gosh.
bragging about it. I think you should pursue this more.
Yeah.
And take it to the courts. Are you interested? Would she be interested in pursuing
She
this
literally just said
to
that.
the court because he confessed?
Well, yeah. What's up with their script? It's like she's like one answer ahead of them and stuff like that, and she'll say something, and then they'll just ask the next question. Like, oopsie, I got to stick to the script, even though she's off by a question. She keeps answering the question before they ask it.
And if she needs support, we don't have a problem setting up a GoFundMe and helping her out.
Do
This is
it.
definitely part of the script.
Do it. Set up a GoFundMe for her to seek justice. Again, you don't need a GoFundMe. She can walk into a police station and give a report, at which point they will take down her name and all that stuff and see where it goes. Do it.
Yeah,
Do it,
this is definitely part of the
cowards.
script.
Hmm?
Because one of Malik's main criticisms of you is that you've done GoFundMe's.
Darn right I do.
Whereas he's a rich rapper, trust fund baby, and he doesn't need anyone to do a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, he's got mommy and daddy, and then he can just say, hey, I'll get this guy in your song for you. Give me $3,000. Ha, sucker, I didn't sign anything. He's got mommy and daddy money to pay people to go to his concerts, but then I'm not giving you mommy and daddy's money.
Did you hear him?
Yes. So I am pursuing this on my own. I do not need a GoFundMe. I'm thankfully a very successful
Oh,
person.
how convenient.
Um,
You're successful in spite of all the trauma?
currently, in regards to finances, so I do not need financial help.
Oh, hang on. Where'd that go? Hang on. Here we go. David, you should set up a GoFundMe for her. Yeah, I'll set it up for you, Cora.
And thank you for your kind words. I really do appreciate it. But no, I don't need any financial help. You all will see soon exactly what is going to happen with David. All of his information will be, public to everybody.
Especially the fact that his name is Seguera.
Once I decide to pursue this and take this into legal matters.
She's going to walk in. I'm looking for David. I want to report a crime by David Seguera 30 years ago.
That was actually a very interesting statement.
What?
She said, soon all his information is going to be known by everyone.
Soon all his informations will be known.
Soon Malik is going to dox him. Stay tuned for the next part of episode.
Awesome. Now the cops know. Now the po-po know where to get me. They can finally track down the Dizzle. Even though if you just, I was going to say all you'd have to do is walk into the police station, give my name, and say, hey, this guy was arrested in 1994, and then he's on a bond and all this stuff. That's all you'd have to say, but not if you're going in. His name is David Seguera, and then they're going to be like, what the hell? What are you talking about?
Question real quick. I don't know if we got
that's
to
a
it,
very strange thing for her to say, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
She'd say, actual victim, pretty soon you'll see him charged. Pretty soon you'll see him face justice. No, pretty soon you'll see all his information exposed for everyone to see. That's a very strange threat from
that is a very strange thing to say.
Good stuff. Got a minute and a half left of this.
People, I thought this too, but were you drugged at all in the process, or was there any liquor involved? Because
it was
he did
tequila.
mention stuff about parties and liquor and stuff like that. Were you aware of any of that at the time, or even at any moment of hanging out with him?
He gave me Spanish fly and tequila.
So David was a alcoholic, and he was somebody who was very aggressive. He had some odd tendencies.
She got one thing right. I had odd tendencies. That would be an understatement, but yeah.
At the time, I did find him charming, but now,
when you think of David, think of charming. That's my middle name.
Adult, I think they're absolutely insane. But from what I remember, he did try to get me to do several illicit drugs with him.
Wait. Sorry.
Oh no!
He did try to get you to do the stuff.
Yes.
The stuff.
Oh my God.
He tried to give me crack cocaine.
Time, ecstasy was a very big thing, and they used to have.
I don't even remember ecstasy back then.
No, we'll talk more about it tomorrow, because one of the criticisms he got was a lot of people pointed out that ecstasy was not a popular drug in the mid-'90s, and so he tries to justify it. So we can talk about it tomorrow, but I've done research. He is wrong. Ecstasy was not a popular drug at the time.
But David, he's such a mastermind that he found some.
Like parties.
Wait, I don't think. Wait, hold on. I don't think you should say too much just about this, but because this might affect the stuff. But wow. You're saying that you. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
you're saying
gosh,
that
David. Oh, think about the stuff David did according to our script.
Wait. Why did he just say that? Why did he just say you shouldn't say much because it will affect the stuff? What stuff?
What stuff does it affect?
Why should she not say much?
The
Yeah.
police report, I guess. I don't know.
What that would be way worse than a police report if I drugged a
I
13-year-old.
know it would make it worse. I don't know what he's
No,
trying to
he's
help.
probably like, oh no, and then the police will arrest you for being given drugs as a 13-year-old. Yeah, they're gonna lock you up. So yeah, be careful what you say. These guys are idiots. Okay, there's only
Be
like
careful what you
15
say,
seconds.
because is it too much unverified information that we didn't talk about? This is going to mess things up. Please stick to the script. Come on. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the night
In the script,
the
it
night
says I'm
that it
supposed
did
to
occur,
say.
yes, I did have a little bit to drink, and it was because of the pressure.
Okay.
All right, that's where Thaddeus's clip ends. But right after that was where she the case cracker where she really exposed me.
So they waffle on for like 10 minutes about how brave she is, and then they ask
Super
her one more
brave.
question, which is, "Are you a Christian?" Because that was a highly relevant question, I'm sure. To which she says, "No, I'm not really anything. I believe in God, but that's about it." So since it was just like a bunch of useless waffling, and I didn't want to really just like cut the interview, like other things I was fine with cutting, but the interview I wanted to preserve in whole. So I just cut it off there because the rest of it was just so useless.
Wait, what if this is an actual girl who was actually abused by some guy named David Seguera, and she just called in the wrong place and
David
second,
Seguera
we're
reached
gonna
up
do
her
it.
skirts.
We're gonna do another poll here. Do you wait, let's say after listening
David, how many skirts was she wearing?
like 12
Damn.
to Malik's interview with the victim, do you believe it is authentic? After listening to Malik's interview with the victim, do you believe it is authentic? All right, guys. Here's the poll, guys. I forgot to grab my charger to plug in my laptop. It's about to die, and that's how I read the regular chats. And I got the super chats over here. I got the regular chats over here. I'm gonna jump up real quick. You guys can talk amongst yourselves for a few seconds.
Well, that's scary. I got to talk with AP.
No, I got stuff to do. Wait.
All right, I guess you get to talk to me, audience. You get to hear me and my thoughts. So it was quite an interesting interview. Jai and I spent some time analyzing the way she says words, some of her phraseology, and you saw a small portion of his analysis on the live stream that David did with him yesterday. But if you didn't see that, or if you want more information, I think that there'll probably be more information that Jai will put out. But basically, we detected a number of unusual speech patterns, certain vowels used in a weird way, a non-native English way, and certain phrases that don't quite work. They're not like terrible. Like, I mean, her English is good. Don't get me wrong. It's not like broken English or something. But there's just some things that give away that it's not her first language, which is very odd, right? If she grew up in America, grew up in Virginia, she was 13 years old when all this happened. When they were talking about her religion, she said she grew up Christian in America. So even if your family, like even if your parents are immigrants, if you grow up in America, you adopt an American accent. I know plenty of people who grew up in America that their parents were immigrants and they all had pretty normal American accents. So this person is clearly not a native speaker of English. Our analysis suggested that she was probably from Eastern Europe. And by strange coincidence, Central Dawa is from Bosnia. And we believe, like all the evidence suggested, he recruited this person. So it's either someone he knows personally or, it's either a family member or someone he knows personally and knows to trust him. I don't think they paid her. I don't think they just hired some random woman. That would be too risky. It's someone they trust. It's someone in the Dawa scene, but it is not a person who was born in America, grew up in Virginia. There's no way that speech pattern fits with that story. I can't hear you.
And there's no way anything else fits with that story.
Yeah. And so they kept saying this 8-month thing. We'll see this tomorrow, but he has to try to justify that as well. He actually apparently didn't bother to look at what you actually said in the live because he thinks that you said in the live that you had a long relationship with her. He's like, he's changing his story. He used to say that it was a long relationship.
It seemed more like he read one of the articles that were all like messed up.
Yeah.
It seems like he read one of the articles. Yeah. What a dope. Dude, you gotta, come on, dude. Oh, stupid rookie moves, man. I'm a tactical genius is gonna take down the Dizzle. Dude, I mean, think about this, Thaddeus. This is like seriously messed up. I don't even mean because he's like, he just staged an entire fake interview with a fake victim, and like made all these stupid blunders. I don't even mean that. I mean, like, he convinced Jake, the Muslim metaphysician, that all this is true, and Jake is attacking me. Okay, when this all blows up in his face, who looks like an idiot? Jake, right? This is Jake. This is Jake, who, when the Warner said, "Hey, this guy's in Mossad," Jake does what? I'm telling him because I have integrity. I'm going to go tell this man what he's saying about you. And now this guy's like flat out lying to Jake. He's just flat out lying to, I have the victim. We did the interview. And Jake, "David, how dare you?" And Jake ends up looking like an idiot after like trying to help this guy. Oh my goodness, man. And Jake is, I guess we'll get to this tomorrow, but yeah, Jake is apparently planning to have me arrested before our debate or during our debate. Doesn't sound like he actually wants a debate. But yeah, Jake says that if I don't get arrested beforehand, he's going to have police at the debate to arrest me there for this powerful. These guys, my goodness, they're stupid.
One other thing I forgot is that they ask if they can stay in touch with her, and then so Malik's like, "I'm going to stay in touch with her." So don't be surprised if, in a few days or a week or two, she's like, "Well, I've been looking into Islam."
Oh yeah, that. So it's going to be, "Oh yeah, I've been looking into Islam. It's so powerful, and you guys are so nice, unlike David Wood." And then, of course, no, I've had second thoughts. I don't want to come forward with these powerful informations. I don't want to come forward with these powerful informations about David Wood. Oh, they're so stupid. Hey. What's up? Oh gosh, there were a bunch of super chats, man. AP, Nooks is reacting to your videos, and he says that guy really, really hates Islam. Really, really, really hates Islam.
He does.
That's an understatement. Have you been watching?
I forgot to take my name tag off, man. Wait.
Alejandro David Aguilera. Hey, AP, have you been watching? Have you been watching Nooks' reactions?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I should check him out.
It's actually funny. He just plays a video, but he's funny. I can see why a bunch of people watch him. David Wood. No, it's David Aguilera. Karan Doms hit at Grandma's 100% protection on toothbrush sold at McDonald's, free if you order McMutta, discounted for Zut and LGBT people. It's powerful. Dawah. Does turning Quran into hood rap count as desecration or improvement? Can't post your URL, sadly. Up to you if you want to decide this. Reentry D. What is this stuff? Oh, is that a code or something?
I don't know. I think he just ran out of character, so he's trying to. Oh no, it says decode this. Yeah, I don't know.
D equals S equals backslash. Okay, we're not doing 5-hour riddles here. I'm trying to send a song about Moham to the tune of Old MacDonald, but it won't let me. Stupid YouTube. Love you guys. Yeah, YouTube sucks, man. Grindr, best app to promote Islam, according to Warner. Grindr. Malik seems mad. Avery got with a girl and not him. Yeah. Yep. Still can't get a girl. I just emailed you. I know you're terrible at checking it. What'd you email me? I already saw your dope video from earlier. Have you ever prayed for a Muslim and then his eyes were opened and it became easier to convince him that Islam was false? Yeah, Nordine, that's complete. It would be completely normal to be, whether you're doing apologetics or evangelism or whatever, it would be completely normal to be praying for them during that time, and it would be pretty abnormal not to be praying. No need to expose. We all know you got pasty legs. And can you describe David? Yes, he had pasty white legs. I was half expecting her to sound like Ali Dawah for some reason. Yeah, so when I was back there, and David, David's like, where?
I was actually fairly surprised that they actually had a woman, because that was definitely a real accent, right? That was definitely a real voice. I was half expecting one of the Dawa guys to just talk in a high pitched voice.
Yeah, or an AI the entire time, because they somehow find that impressive. Carrie Ann Patricia says they are so dumb and cheap, they didn't even think about hiring an American girl to fake the call. They got an ethnic girl. The fruits of Islam shrinks the brain. Yeah, and then they, in order to cover up her definitely not Virginia accent, they put it through a voice changer so you couldn't say. And they're too stupid to realize you can just reverse that. Your crew means Mike Winger. Yeah, Mike Winger has abandoned me. Quran sanitary pads so women can menstruate on it. Yep. That is a good idea. Not sure where the wood came from. Ibn Masood. Next live stream, put a mustache. Next live stream, put a mustache and sombrero on. They got me. No, I can tell. No, you get the real dizzle. I am Jefe. I am El Guapo. Match the voices. It's definitely her. Cora, the Tammy. Also, Malik said Libiano B33TS. Oh, beats his wife. Do we believe him then too? Check out the truth. Yeah, we saw the clip of about Libiano beating his wife, and they all know it. Definitely not a mid-Atlantic American accent, you think? She was surprised by wood like Muhammad on the night of Al-Zut. I feel dirty now. Yeah, it's a very messed up comment for that poor girl. Don't know where the wood came from. Muhammad most certainly did. People are weird, man. Yo, why is this lady slandering me? What's that? It's Mr. Guru.
Dude, how do you not know what that means when you're clearly Hispanic, man? What's wrong with you?
I don't. I forgot, man. Been a long time. I've been faking that I'm David Wood for a long time. AP, saw your video on So Be It 32 AD. It was very touching, but not in an Al-Zut sense. Thanks for sharing that. It helped me in a stage of doubting, depression to come back on track. Keep up the good work, guys.
Thank you. That was that video we filmed back in October, I believe. It's January right now, right? Yes, it's January. So we filmed it in October. It took a while. That was pretty cool.
Only people with IQ of 72 will believe this. Yeah, and you see, you got 9%. It's actually interesting that we know we got 9%. We know we got 9% Malik fans in the chat. That's how we test them. Side note, Andrew Wilson said that Dizzle is worse at philosophy than AP. That cracked me up. No offense, AP. He was rating apologists. That's accurate. AP's natural philosopher. David Wood, the caring psychopath. That is the perfect description of me. Sounds like she would have been 9 years old back then. Yeah, she sounds young.
9 years old!
The only person who pursued was Momo to Aisha. Yep, Momo pursued her. This guy and Uthman give Allah a bad name. They are the worst of deceivers. If I were a Muslim, I'd be embarrassed only because of the incompetence. Allah's looking all kinds of stupid this year and last year and the year before. David Wood is a psychopath, but I am a lover. Oh, mi amor, ¿dónde está? I miss you. Malik's is almost as obsessed with David's son as he is with Avery, but if Seguera Jr. wants to start an apologetics career, Malik's is here to help. Yo, David Wood, your fan fiction just dropped. I got the D Wood fan fiction. First rule of D Wood Club, eat Quran. Second rule, eat Quran. Third rule, if ate too much Quran, use Quran toilet paper. Fourth rule, share food with goats and pigs. And dogs.
Coming up.
She misses your taco-flavored kisses. He did everything he wanted with me because he is Mexican, not Mexicant. I pity the fool who doesn't research APD first. Yeah, they should. Yeah, that's funny. They did the entire thing without actually looking up. I mean, they could have just looked up antisocial personality disorder and like worked in those details and stuff. They're too stupid. Sounds exactly like a West Virginia 40 plus trailer stoner lady trailer. Yeah. Y'all gotta do a telenovela skit out of this and make it all dramatic. Yeah, that should be one of the things where like animate it with little cartoon characters. Malik should meet Momo in the boom boom room. Oh, that would be good. Imagine asking a friend to pretend to have been raped and they actually go through with it. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Really speaks volumes about who these people are, doesn't it? Absolutely. Me thinks Malik just set himself up to get slam dunked. Defamation per se, so no joke. Yeah, that's true. Can't just make up something like that, but we're definitely letting it slide for now. Not as it sense. Is this David Seguera stupid or something? Why chase a 13-year-old girl for 8 months when he could have just asked her father 7 years ago? Hey, mamacita, you want my zoot tacos? Oh, gosh, weird. How convenient this lady would just decide to come out to Malik of all people. Lol. Yeah, nothing suspicious there. She decides to share her story with the professional scam artist. Make a Momo pinata.
And not Julie Roy's, right? Not Julie Roy's, who's known for this, known for exposing this kind of behavior. No, I'm not going to her. I mean, I got to go to a random TikToker. I heard that the former scam rappers are the best of people. You can definitely trust them.
Oh, yeah. Make a Momo pinata to honor your heritage, amigo. I will. I have to, since that turns out to be my heritage. Is she describing what Momo did to Aisha? Yep. And sadly, it's exactly me. Pursued? Oh, noes. Did you keep all those prison letters? Obviously, pursuing is a problem if one is in prison. How oft did the time align? Well, she said 96, 97. I was definitely in prison then.
2 years. But actually, she can't just say she misspoke either, because the math they did made it have to be 1996, because he said 43, right? Because he thought it was exactly 30 years ago. Right? That's how he did the math. So she's 43 now. She was 13 then. So if she was born in 1983, she'd be 13 in 1996.
Wait, what? Did you say born in 1996?
Born in 1983. I might have misspoke.
Yeah, busted. That would be what you were just saying there. That's where I would add the special effect of all the equations going behind someone's head.
Hey, man, I'm going to head out.
The math maths. That's what Malik said it later in the video. The math maths here, people. It all works out. I was doing it in my head as she was talking. I'm like, yeah, that's the right year.
Yeah. AP, head out.
I'm going to head out.
Yo, did you remember your count on the Quran pages?
It was somewhere on 400 or something. I don't know.
No. But that would be front and back, wouldn't it?
Yeah, whatever. So then it's 200 something.
Okay, 200 something, and I had 45. So let's just call it 250. Hey, Malik, you said you will dox someone associated with us for every page. And every page we desecrate, and we just desecrated 250 pages. No, for every page we ripped, and we just ripped 250 pages. So we're holding you to that because we know you're a man of integrity, right? You're not going to go back on your word, are you? Notice, Malik.
The thing is,
Malik, I've done everything I tell you I'm going to do. I do it, and you're just saying all this stuff, and we got to see if you're a man of your word, buddy.
He actually made it worse. He was arguing during that stream to his own audience that no matter what he does, we do stuff like Quran desecration and all that anyway. But I would say the most that we would normally do under regular circumstances in response to people disrespecting us and our loved ones and all that would be like 1 page, 2 page, at most 6 or 7 pages.
This is a record. This is a record for us.
We have never done this amount of pages on stream.
Yeah.
So Malik, thank you, Malik, for making us desecrate and rip out directly the highest number of Quran pages, the Quran papers ever. It would have stayed at 6 or 7. We went to 250. This is all due to Malik. This is a world record.
Malik set records. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, think about this. He's the all-time record holder for snitching on Dawa guys. No one's even close. He's the all-time snitch. He holds the all-time record for snitching on Dawa guys and the all-time record for how many pages of the Quran he causes us to rip in a live stream. And not even a close second. There. This dude's breaking all kinds of records.
However,
You're telling me this guy's not Mossad?
I have to say, there's something much worse than just ripping Qurans and desecrating them, Malik. There's something much worse than that. And no, I'm not talking about violence. That's what you guys usually do. There is something much worse, and that is exposing the Quran for the bunch of crap that it is, for the bunch of nonsense that it is. Exposing your pedophile prophet, who was a rapist and a murderer himself. Exposing your cult that is also full of pedophiles and rapists and murderers. And so there's something much worse than just desecrating the. I mean, this is nothing. You know, I can make a 6 and 7 out of this page here. That is nothing at all. There's going to be much more stuff, and you will and this is not out of spite, this is not out of revenge or anything. It is because your religion and your ideology is evil. Your prophet was an evil bastard. And I'm making my comeback very soon with videos, working on them, and I would say within 6 or 7 weeks there will be plenty of videos out, most likely from my side, about Islam and about Muhammad. I'm working on it. So
Heard that
you
before.
could possibly see the first video in 6 or 7 days. It's going to be brutal. We will not stop. David is not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. All these others that are with us are not going anywhere. The 6 or 7 of us that are doing this kind of stuff, we're not going anywhere. There will be more. There will be 60 or 70 of us in the future, and you will not be able to stop it no matter what you do. So do your worst, and we will do our best. If you want to take it there, we're taking it further. It's something you don't want to.
There's no scenario, Malik, where you out-escalate us. And you're finding that out the hard way. Not in a good sense.
This is going to be Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. We know you look like Drake, or you try to look like Drake. You're copying Drake, and you fail. This is going to be just like that. I'm sure you get the reference as a failed rapper.
You cutting out, man?
No, wait, I have to finish something first, and then I'll leave.
Okay, I'll take super chat. I told her, you go to the police, I go to Mexico and bring the cartel back with me, ese. Hey, look, we have David Segura. I've been busted. I got the sombrero on. See that? That niña's lying, vato, orderly. The guy who went into people's backyards, bashed his father's head with a hammer and constantly got into fights, fondled someone and told her to be quiet. Yeah. And also, guys, I mean, how does anyone know that the things I did in the past? Because I tell you, but I'm lying about being an alcoholic. I was an alcoholic back then where, I just completely didn't touch any alcohol. And I'm lying about that. I was an alcoholic, but other stuff, 6, 7.
There you go. 6, 7 out of Quran pages. Anyway, thanks everybody, and have a good night, and God bless y'all.
And stay away from Islam. Cora with the same name and young girl debated God logic. Avery posted a video 2 days back. Nice coincidence, and she sounds so young.
Yep.
Only skirt was lifted up was by Momo by Dia. Russian nesting dolls of skirts. Thaddeus, see the video posted by Avery 2 days back. I think that's the same girl. Cora debated God logic. Hey, you should do I wonder if you could put it through some like voice recognition software or something like that.
Yeah, I'll check it out. There's been a couple different suggestions that people have made about the woman's accent and Cora and all kinds of stuff. So I'll check it out. I'll give my opinion. Jai already did that. His opinion is that it's not Cora, but I can give my own opinion if you want.
It's also from David Segura 18, a different David Segura. This isn't the script. Expose me. It's a super sticker. Thank you. He said, David Segura won't live with capitalist pigs. And he went with his friend Che to Cuba. Every time I see that t-shirt, I think of David. That's why I don't enter campuses anymore. So there was a vulnerable 13-year-old girl, and David was lowrider listening to his favorite mariachi music. Yeah, that's true. You guys should interview a member of the Zut. Oh yeah, we might find that. We might be doing this since this is a new thing. Senor Seguera took off my hijab. Oops, I mean skirts. Hey, JGPT, I've wondered if this is real. Yeah. This was after she defeated the Fire Nation.
Reference
that
to Korra.
cartoon? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, one of the characters in that. I haven't watched it, but I'm almost certain one of the characters is named Korra.
Oh, okay. Then I never saw that, but one of my kids was watching it or something. Free David Seguera, my favorite Latino musician. Aggressive? No, por favor, I am a lover. Stay safe, Daywood. Honestly, I'm shocked it took the Muslims this long to try something like this. Yep. I think most Muslims just knew better. Like, hey, we'll dox him, then he'll be scared, and they no, just gonna dial things up. 50 Shades of Dawa. David met her at his cousin's quinceañera. I was at my cousin's kitchen. That would have been awesome, right? And where did you meet? Well, we were at his cousin's quinceañera. Not even 40 generations.
If it's the other girl, it could be her own.
Yep. Not even 40 generations of first cousin marriage justifies this level of stupidity. That is true. David also scammed me with his leering center. Goat ate this verse. Surah Al-Tawbah, verse 30. Trust not in reasoning, for that is the way of the disbelievers, but trust in Allah, who will guide you to the straight path on which his shin gallops. That is true. Now it is the Thaddeus show, lol. Oh, that's when I stepped out. That's funny. If the trajectory continues, she will convert to Islam because it's the religion of protecting women from abusers and their testimony is always valid. Yep, that's why she's going to convert. Watch. How is this not in False Accusations U.S. channel? Is that a channel?
No. Like, how's your response, right? How's your response not an AI generated? This channel has nothing to do with the United States or David Wood.
Just wait till she introduces your son, David Seguera Jr. on the next live. Little David Seguera. Aye, this mamacita straight selling me out, homies. David Seguera. Shame on her. David, please check Elijah Johnson out. He is good. Not familiar with him. Can you look up inattentional blindness online? Kinda got plenty of other stuff to do. Before your debate, end a live stream abruptly and have some police arrest you on stream. Show up in an orange jumpsuit to debate Jake. Yeah, that's a good idea. They got me. Taco, burrito, taco. Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses. Yeah, that was a funny one. I voted yes to troll, but now I just feel dumb. Yeah, see, that is an ongoing problem. People vote on things just to troll. Listen to David for years, have watched the Holy Spirit do an amazing work in him. The hubris to think David would have released this part of his past if he wasn't prepared in every way to handle it is stupefying. Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's like, why do you believe this stuff? Because I told you. And so you're thinking I'm honest. And then, just make up a bunch of stuff. Oh, he's lying about all that stuff. Oh, why would I have brought any of it up? Mossad Malik's plans aren't even as cunning as Baldrick's turnip surprise in Blackadder. Not familiar with them. Seguera, I taco you again. David finds he has another son. He is strong with the taco too, but he is Muslim. David has no cousins, so he is the smartest Muslim alive. How will David destroy Islam now? Yeah, I have to take on my own super smart son. Once upon a time, just kidding, Islam exists, lol. Sending love from the Chaldeans, Assyrians in Australia. The Quran belongs in the book Charlotte's Web. However, it's a kid's book. Kids, especially 9-year-old girls, should not read the Quran. Yeah, it would be bad. And here we have inspiring philosophy. I have always thought you looked just like the guy on the Tapatio hot sauce bottle. Now it all makes sense. It does. That was modeled after me back in 1994. Could be different Korra, but same name. Yep. Or maybe Allah's just making everyone think that it's Korra. All right, Thaddeus, we actually have some two remaining shorter clips, right?
Yep. So after the interview, they took callers. The vast majority of the callers just called in and said David is disgusting, but there were a couple interesting ones. So we'll look at a couple interesting calls.
Okay, so we got a couple interesting ones here from that Thaddeus prepared. Let's check them out.
How do we
What do you
know?
think?
How do we know, like, for sure that was her? Besides your word,
Well, I mean, do you think this guy that as soon as you look up his rap name on Google, you start getting all the scams that he's been pulling on people for years? You seriously questioning this man's integrity? Huh. Shame on you. Let's see.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well,
like, is it like,
well, I mean, you heard her testimony, right?
yeah?
Well, are you gonna invalidate her testimony? Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna invalidate anybody's testimony, but at the same time, that could be someone random, you know.
Hey, bro, shut the hell up.
Oh, yeah. Shame on you.
And by
They said it, David Seguera, man. What?
That was his chance to defend his integrity, explain how it could be verified. But no, he's just like, shut the hell up. Hangs up on the guy.
Do I look like someone who would lie to you on my channel, my TikTok?
wait, just to answer that, because I'm sure some people were thinking that. Chat, are you saying that we'd make up a whole, like, bro? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even want to put the voice changer on, but like I promised her, she wouldn't even have known if I did it or not. But I just wanted to like be like proper to the situation. I didn't want to like cheat her out of it because I promised her that I would put the voice changer on. Bro, at the end of the day, this is a girl who's affected.
Poor girl.
You know? This is like too much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, shame
I'm
on you.
sorry,
all for
like I'm not
questioning this.
going to just allow like to cheat it, you know?
Yeah.
I could have. People are asking how did I find her? I mean, listen, chat. I'm going to say it like this because I don't want to give away my connects, but there are a lot of Christians on this app that know David Wood, and there's a lot of people in David Wood's family. Shout out to, I don't want to say too many people's names, but there are people in David Wood's circle who do know about this, who have known about this. I mean, you saw AP, he knew about this, and, you know, it's just one of those things where you saw AP before. He's like, don't say it. So, I mean, this guy has told the wrong people. I'm sorry. This is like too much.
Now he obviously did. You're right. He obviously didn't even watch the live stream. Guys, no one, not AP, not Sam, no one knew this stuff except me telling it and this dummy. It's just, it's too stupid to even comment on at this point. All right, then there's one more.
So hold on a second. I had actually forgotten. So let me explain what happened there. So he took that first call, they hung up on him, right? And then he took another call. And then when that call was done, the guy basically just called in and said, David's disgusting, whatever. And he's like, okay, whatever, bro. And then he comes back and tries to justify himself. Like, so he's had some time to think about how he's going to respond now. Then he takes another call, which was also irrelevant. And then he comes back to it a second time to try to justify himself a second time, which is very interesting, right? He's like thinking about, what do I say to convince them this is real? And just keeps coming back to it when no one's asking, right? No one, well, at least not the caller. Maybe people in chat are asking. Maybe even the Muslims are saying, this doesn't make any sense, bro. This is really dumb. I don't know why, but he comes back multiple times to try to justify himself.
Good stuff. All right, and then there's one more clip before we get to something involving Bacon Wrap Quran pages. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will conclude everything with something involving Bacon Wrap Quran pages, which I discussed in my video from yesterday. But so this one's called doxing. Oh, so this is the actual doxing. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So this is where he doxes you. I have censored like the address and some other stuff. So there'll be silence, like when he's reading the address off and stuff like that. But I was fairly conservative. You probably would have censored less than I did. But nonetheless, I wanted to make sure that we didn't dox you on your own stream.
All right, guys. So this is, I haven't seen this. This is the doxing. This is the famous doxing clip. So he was live, doxed my wife, and then she started getting all these calls at close to midnight when she was asleep. They somehow, interestingly, bypassed the fact that her phone was on silent mode during this time, and phone started ringing like crazy with And then they started saying some creepy stuff to her. All right, but let's see what we got here. So I actually get to see it now.
There is some stuff we can do as a community. Obviously, as you know, I was doxed. My example. So this is a company that.
Huh? Oh,
that wasn't me. He's very poor at running his live streams. He often has his own voice cut off because while he's pulling something up, he cuts his mic by accident. So that part wasn't censored something. He just actually wasn't talking when he thought he was.
What a dope.
David's wife works at. It's called. It's a company, if you Google it, based in West.
She volunteered there. She was a volunteer there.
Virginia.
No, she's the president and vice president, David.
Oh, that's cool.
He's going to say that in a second.
I think we can make a phone call to the company and do some things like that.
Yes, you cannot be allowed to volunteer there anymore.
I don't know what this company does, but she's the president and vice president of it. So we can definitely kind of get busy on that.
I didn't even know that.
Negative review. Let's keep going, though. I'm not done. One sec. Also, you can call David Wood yourself. You can call David Wood yourself.
Wait, what number?
Yeah,
I didn't get
so
it.
the
I
number
got 0 calls. You know my phone number.
Because
I got 0 calls. Huh?
He thinks it is your number. So he actually wasn't intentionally giving your wife's number.
Oh.
He did say to call your wife's business, but then he gives this number and says it's your number.
Oh, what an idiot. Huh. Interesting.
And you can file a complaint against David Wood to himself, right? That's David Wood's number.
He's reading it.
You could definitely you could definitely tell David Wood how you feel.
That's a weird situation because there are multiple Dawa guys who actually have my phone number.
Well, none of the Dawa guys are talking to him for the most part. Apparently Jake is okay with it, but most of them won't talk to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's mostly a couple guys from like back in the day when we were like coordinating and doing things and so on. But anyway, okay. So apparently they don't like him.
About it. I mean, chat. He did dox me the other day.
Yeah. Someone said his rap name was Dr. Malik, and David went to Google to look up Dr. Malik.
This is public information that you can find, but I mean, you could call him and his girl. I think this is his number.
He said call him and his girl.
Cook, if you want to come up, I mean, we can talk to him right now if you want. David, I know you're watching. You might want to turn your phone on silent.
This dork thinks I was watching him. I had zero clue.
He said
anything.
that many times.
I had zero clue. Yeah, we were in our YouTube meeting right at this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're in our YouTube meeting. I'm paying zero attention, and all of a sudden I get a text message from my wife saying a bunch of creepy losers are calling her.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wants to, come up, Cook. You can come up. Let's give a phone call right now. See, maybe we can call him. David Wood's P.O. box. David Wood's place of business residence is right here.
Now he's reading the whole address, so there'll be a good amount of silence here. But for some reason, he calls it
obviously we know where.
He doesn't know what a P.O. box is? That's something at a post office, dude. Yeah, P.O. post office box. It's a box at a post office. Genius.
But he means address.
Can you imagine if this guy had become a doctor? I mean, can you imagine if he weren't so stupid that he just. Anyway, gosh.
The donations are going now. So, chat, this is the address of him. His business address, I believe, for his P.O. box. This is, I think, where a lot of Mossad agents around here. Did you want to call, Cook?
Yeah, I'm done. We could try it.
Do you have the number, or do you want me to put it back?
Can you put it up quickly just for a second?
Yeah, let's call real quick.
Okay.
Now he's reading the number.
You want to talk?
Yeah, no problem. I can talk. I can talk. I definitely want to speak on behalf of the victim. Yeah.
Of course. Okay. All right.
Greetings and salutations. This is Marie.
I got the message.
I'm sorry I can't take your call right now, but if you
Oh, it's
leave
Marie.
your name, number, and a brief...
I'll leave a message. No, call again. Let me leave a message.
All right, bet.
Big Quran.
Chat. Chat. Should I leave a message for Marie?
Yeah.
Chat. Oh, this is Marie's number. Okay, so let's leave a message of greetings and salutations. Here, Marie Wood. Chat. Hold on. I don't think they know who Marie is. Let's acquaint them. That's Marie Wood. Chat. There we go.
Greetings and salutations. This is Marie. I'm sorry I can't take your call right now, but if you leave your name, number, and a brief message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day.
Hi, Marie. How's it going? This is Mike Picklestein. I'm here
Mike
to talk
Picklestein.
about your filthy husband who raped a 13-year-old who came on and gave her testimony. We just wanted to ask you a couple questions about if you were okay with this, if this is something that you knew about, and if this is something that you're okay with, being with a man who raped a 13-year-old girl at 18. Obviously knowing that this is wrong and saying that he doesn't care to say it. We'd love to speak to you. Again, my name is Mike Picklestein, and I definitely want to give you greetings and salutations back, and hopefully we can speak. If you are being diddy-wooded right now, feel free to tell me as well, because we can file you in the police report with David. Thank you. Bye.
Picklestein.
So chat, there you go. Appreciate you, Cook. But chat, there you go. So we, that's what's going on, chat. So David, this is not even anything, David. I mean,
You're right. It ain't.
this is just the beginning.
This
right?
just the beginning, dude. This is just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
So again, chat. So when he's eating the Quran, it would usually be
you want it eating?
somewhere around this location.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm there right now, dude. You can stop.
So that's
literally
usually where the
stop
Quran is going around at. Perfect. Let's see what else we have real quick. So, chat, let's introduce you as well.
Now he starts going after your kids.
There's one of my sons there with me and my wife.
He's a fast driver. He drives a Grand Cherokee.
Who?
He gets speeding tickets a lot, chat. I'm just introducing you to the family.
But
Lucian. He's 23 years old. Okay.
He got one.
Over age, of course. I think this is a young David right here. His name's and he's somebody who we might need to speak to as well about his father's actions, his raping actions. Also, David, I know you're listening, and I know your people.
He's actually taken over the tech work for our live stream, so you guys can actually talk to him. He can jump in. He can jump in. He can jump in. Dude, guys, we had his intelligence tested. They didn't tell us what his IQ was, but they said definitely 99th percentile. So Malik, this kid would freaking destroy you, you giant moron.
Listening, we have the whole neighborhood around you on watch. Your neighbors are quite lovely, David. And, we're going to alert them that you're a rapist and that you raped a 13-year-old. We have her testimony.
Wow,
we will
awesome
be
testimony.
pursuing it, I'm sure. I won't be pursuing it, but if they need my help, I can definitely get her a lawyer. I won't ask for a GoFundMe like David does.
Oh, that's the end, man.
I think that's his. Huh?
That's the end. Hey. Hey,
Yeah.
All right. So that was him doxing my wife and getting all that stuff. And it's all justified because he, a rapper with a YouTube channel, I looked him up on Google. You ready for this last video, Thaddeus? Hey,
Yeah.
Hey guys, that's the world premiere. It's the world premiere. I said yesterday when I made a video about them doxing my wife, I said I'd be making a video with the Quran as my contribution. Because hey, if you guys haven't been following it, we're taking submissions to we're inviting people to submit videos of creative ways of desecrating the Quran, and Thaddeus actually put up a website where, and the link is in the other one. I'll add it to this as well. But you can record it. You can record a video. Creativity is rewarded, and we're gonna compile the best ones into a video titled "Top 100 Ways to Desecrate the Quran" or something like that. What? My first contribution is this, what I just recorded earlier and edited. Here we go. All right. All right, and here we go. After doxing my wife and calling her in the middle of the night with all his adorable little Dawa boyfriends, Masad Malik wanted to know my secret recipe for bacon-wrapped ayat. The secret is using only the choicest strips of bacon and the tenderest ayat. It's going to be hard to wrap these with one hand, so here we go. Just roll up the ayat, wrap the bacon strips around them, and hold everything together with toothpicks. Some people like to pre-cook the bacon a bit to give it a head start, but we don't want to miss any grease at all. So we're just going to bake these for 15 minutes at 425 degrees. M for Malik. Yummy. Look at these. Only one way to find out just how delicious they are. I'll keep one for myself to try during our live stream tonight. But the true gourmet here is this thing. It's all about
Oh my God.
the presentation. Had to take the toothpicks out for safety. In my defense, my wife got that totally without my involvement because she knows I would have absolutely vetoed a poodle. It's kind of messed up. She knows I can't stand poodles, but she wanted a poodle, and she went and got a poodle. I like Rottweilers, Doberman. Weird, I never liked pit bulls all that much, even though they were really popular. I liked Dobermans, pit bulls. Not pit bulls, Dobermans, Rottweilers, and German Shepherds. Those are my dogs of choice. She got the, and then of course she even dolls it up to annoy the crap out of me with that thing. But anyway, it's kind of funny, but also messed up. Had to take the toothpicks out for safety, because safety is my middle name. Bon appetit. Look at him. It was actually funny. I thought he was going to stand there and eat them all, but he would take one and then run like five or 6 feet away to go eat it, like someone was going to try and steal it from him. Anyway, he's seeking the knowledge. He's seeking the knowledge of Allah. Likes to run away with it. This dog is on the hawk. He wants the hikmah. He wants the hikmah like Malik. He wants Malik's hikmah. He is absolutely loving these bacon-wrapped ayat. Two more. Oh. Dumb dog. You know, I have never liked this dog, but I have to say, he's growing on me now. It's official. These verses are good enough for a dog. And there you have it, Masad Malik. That's my secret recipe. Now we just have to let these verses keep cooking for another day or two in my dog's digestive tract. Anyway, that was first contribution, guys. First contribution, and I have not tried one because my dog ate 6 of the 7, and here's the other one. So, I mean, he got it. He had his while they were still warm. So this is cold, but we'll see. Oh, very tasty. Oh, very tasty, man. Mmm. Oh, that's good.
All I got is my plane, Ron.
Mmm. Oh, yeah. Mmm. This Quran is not half bad. The bacon is what really sets it off, but cooking the Quran in the bacon is what gives the Quran a much better flavor, So yeah, we got a winner, guys. Bacon Wrap Quran pages are a hit. Interesting. I did not know that. Not even joking. This tastes way better than I thought. This tastes way, way better than the Quran normally does. It's actually tasty. I could do this. I could eat this live every night. Way better than the Quran, like 1,000 times better. All right, let's check these last super chats. We had inspiring philosophy. Just tagged you, compared voices, have a look. What do you mean tag me? Where would someone tag me?
I don't know. On X, maybe.
On X? Okay. I'll check it out when we're done. Done in a couple minutes. The demonic scheme shouldn't be thought of. Here's Nordine. The demonic scheme shouldn't be thought of as some vague and general spiritual threat. It has specific mechanisms and tangible effects. Sadly, you just gave Malik the 15 minutes he was hoping. Stop embarrassing yourself with this idiotic nonsense. This dude is done forever. He goes down in history remembered for 2 things: destroying the Dawa guys, and now for this epic campaign. If you think, oh, I really want to be remembered for that, you have no clue what you're talking about. Muslims do not want to be remembered for this. He wants to be remembered for the guy who went so hard after the Dizzle that he finally broke me. He finally broke the unbreakable. And then if he does that, all will be forgiven. They'll be like, what? You exposed all the Dawa guys, snitched on everybody, had a ton of Quran desecration, but you took out D. Wood. That's what he's hoping for. And good luck with that. This will bring more violence, David. Don't do this. Don't do what? Don't do what? What violence?
Too late.
Yeah. What, this?
I mean, what do you mean more? How is ripping up a Quran violence?
Yeah. Rewatch the parts of...
Think about what your message is, right? So the Dawa guys, I guess is what you're saying. The Dawa guys will do violence, or Muslims do violence if we desecrate a Quran. What is you not desecrating a Quran do? Say, oh, you can do a threat, and then I'll respond the way you want me to do. Not going to happen.
Rewatch the parts of the stream of destroying the words of Allah and wondering how long Muslims can keep up making Qurans with this rate. Are these 7th century guys using a printing press or 9-year-olds? Good question. Make spaghetti out of Quran, put pig bolognese in it. No, that would be Maine. Quran confetti for their mutta weddings. David, what is OTF? No, OTF is? Lil Durk's gang ain't gonna like this. That's true. Reason answers, I'm 100% sure it's not Cora. He said, wallahi.
Yeah, some people are telling me it is. Some people are saying it's not. I mean, I'll look, but this could actually just be a joke, though, right? Because he said, wallahi.
Yeah, he said, wallahi.
Right.
Yeah. Everyone in the chat type, repent and believe in the gospel, Malik. You should be going and telling Malik that. Is Malik trying to be Rico Suave now? Yes, he is. You got Rico in caps there. He's adorable. Good on Marie. Her choice Choices is hypoallergenic. Yeah, it's stupid dog. Oh, dog's annoying. Imagine make Quran bacon in cooking live show on TV. Yeah, that would be. We should have a Quran cooking show. Maybe we can leak to TMZ about Sneeko and Amber Rose. Yeah, he snitched on all that too. Fun times, fun times, fun times. All right, Thaddeus, final thoughts on anything?
Yeah, today was a very interesting day. Saw round one of, I suppose, several rounds of back and forth here. Malik, he seems to think that he's very smart. He's going to get David to do what he wants David to do. He doesn't seem to know much of anything about David, or especially David's friends, or about anything really. When he watches clips of David, we'll especially see this tomorrow, but when he watches clips, he often misinterprets the words and hears something completely different than what is being said. And then he thinks it's a contradiction because he can't understand basic English sentences. He has this brilliant plan. He went on Google. He found a place where you can, put in someone's info, pay them $20, and they'll give you all kinds of information on that person. And now he thinks he's some kind of amazing private investigator. Those websites are filled with errors because everything is just scrapped from public records. And they make associations based on random guesses of the computer doing the scraping because there's no actual human involved. And he makes all kinds of errors. You saw the phone number today. He said that this is definitely David's phone number. And then it was not David's phone number. But for some reason, he still trusts all his information. And we're going to get to see the David Seguero error tomorrow, among other errors in his little research that are abundantly clear. All he had to do is literally watch the live stream where David confessed these things, and he could have crafted a much better story, but that was too much effort. So he's like, I'm so smart, I figured out his legal name. Now I will totally embarrass him. Uh-huh. Good plan, buddy. Good plan. And your little prediction about all David's friends, forgetting about him, disowning him. David has been ripping Qurans for a long time, as you know, right? David already confessed what you're exposing, right? Not that your little interview was real at all, but he already confessed it. Anyone who was already bothered by that certainly is not going to be more bothered because of your fake interview, right? They presumably wouldn't even be bothered by a real interview because we know David was a criminal. He did horrible things. And then in jail, serving time for doing horrible things, he came to know Jesus and his life was completely and totally transformed. Almost like Christianity actually does something. Christianity actually changes you as a person. I know that that's inconceivable for you as a Muslim, where you commit crimes and then you join Islam because Islam says, hey, by the way, there's crimes you commit. Those are good things. So all you have to do is do them for Allah, and then you'll get points for them instead of getting punishment for them from the government or whatever. Our religions are completely and totally different. You do not understand how we as Christians think because you are trapped in a demonic false religion. Repent and come to know the truth. And then you will no longer be forced to do these disgusting acts to try to get back in the good graces of your Dawa boys because you are a fool who went and exposed all their stuff because you got your little pathetic feelings hurt because they called you a Jew. Oh no, they called you a Jew. That's so horrible. Well, you're about to find out. You're about to find out what you're going to be known for now.
Yeah, and just have to say, Malik has done more damage to Islam than any Jew he'd be worried about being called. My final thoughts here until tomorrow. Oh, are you free earlier, Thaddeus?
Yeah. Well, I do. It depends on how early. I am meeting with some people to feed or do some scientific experiments with pigs tomorrow.
Oh. What time would that be?
in the morning. So
okay.
If it's like afternoon or whatever, it should be fine.
I was thinking like 5 or 6. There is
Yeah,
an
that's fine.
NFL. There is an NFL playoff game that I want to see tomorrow. Pittsburgh versus Houston. I don't know why I always. Well, no, lots of people. I know why. Lots of people like this, but they're the movies and shows where it's the old hero from like the 80s who is old now and has to, like Top Gun Maverick, right? It's he's the fighter pilot from the 80s and now he's way past his prime and they're all the younger bucks and stuff like that. But he's got all the experience. And even if he's outmatched and outgunned, he's got all the experience. But anyway, the Aaron Rodgers becoming the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, kind of that. He's 42 years old and going up against the young bucks. And yeah, I probably want to watch that. But yeah, so we'll do it. We'll do that 5 or 6 or something like that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out tomorrow. But
so that should be perfectly fine.
Yeah, we'll be going out. So we'll be going earlier tomorrow night, guys, and going earlier tomorrow, and yeah, we'll be covering all the new stuff and find out what my name really is, because it's not David Wood. That's a fake name. I'm actually Hispanic. So anyway, my final advice here tonight would be, listen, Malik, in the coming days and weeks and months, lots of people, lots of your Muslim buddies, lots of your Dawa bros are going to tell you what to do. They're going to try to tell you to stop. Just like when people told you to stop rapping and stop scamming people and stop snitching and so on. People just tell you to stop, but they don't know what's best for you. You're beyond all them. So don't let them tell you what to do. Don't listen. Do not listen. You're the only one. You're the only one who knows what's smart in this situation. So you just keep doing what you're doing. Even when people are telling you that you're doing irreparable harm to Islam, that when someone makes a Quran desecration video on the internet, that stays there forever. And if you're the cause of that, you are the cause of this being there forever, this blasphemy being there forever. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to people complain, man. They don't know what's best. Only you know what's best. And so you do you. You do you. And we'll be here to support you the entire time. There were 2 last Super Chats here. Poll says, let's do 1 week live stream, Dawa guys and trans women. Yeah, we're going to have that. And we have Nardine. I'm trying to get you alarmed about the demonic plot. You should take it seriously. Well, you're not doing a good job of making us. Sometimes you say things we agree with you, but it's not something that we're alarmed. It's not making us more alarmed than we otherwise would be. All right, guys, we will catch you all tomorrow. And be sure, if you want to, join our little project and check us out on X, and we'll watch some more videos about that tomorrow. All right. Catch y'all next time.